1 2 check 1 2 check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello, welcome or welcome back. I am your most illustrative host, Michael DiNicola, and this is the stream in which I create works of art, which is up for debate behind me here. We talk process, but also we are prone to silliness, nonsense, current events, nerd stuff. This is part podcast, part art talk. As you can see, this is one of the most recent posts I've made. It's a quick time lapse so you guys can see my process from start to finish. A lot of the times, the majority of the drawing, the inking, even the coloring when we're feeling frisky transpires on this very stream. So if you come from other social media platforms, hello, welcome. I like to start the show by not only streaming and showing you the art that I've done in a quicker time lapse than normal, I also like to thank my Patreon members. Hello, thank you. Hello, Patreon members. Thank you. YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, Discord community members. Thank you guys. You guys are incredible. And I couldn't do it without you. Well, I could do it without you, but it wouldn't be nearly as good or as fun. So welcome. The stream is off to a much later start than usual. Usually the stream starts closer to 12 a.m. 12 a.m. Not quite that late these days. No, usually the stream starts around 12 p.m. 1 p.m. It is 6 p.m. Eastern. No fun. Sorry, I got held up. Listen. I'm an adult. Unfortunately, I'm an adult, which means I have adult things that need doing, non-intercourse related adult things. But yes, I had stuff I needed to do, which took way longer than I thought it would. But I'm here now, and that's what matters most. What's that famous movie line about showing up being like the fucking... Yeah, what's that line about? Oh, showing up is whatever. Oh, you know what? Before I start the show proper, let me pull up the Discord and the social media links in case anyone would like to join our Discord. Get in there, get in the mix, get involved, cause some chaos, cause some trouble. In case you want to get frisky and pay Elon Musk $8 verification tax. Now that's weird. There are no bots right now on my YouTube channel. There it is. There goes the Nightbot. Nightbot a little slow on the uptake there. Okay, excellent. Alright, so yesterday I didn't do much at all in the way of anything whatsoever. Shuffle. Okay. Now here's an age-old question. Do we start with a warm-up drawing? Or do we dive right in? Warm-up drawing or dive right in? Warm-up drawing or dive right in? What if I draw a lady with a beard holding a giant gun? No. Oh, I forgot I was working on this. I completely forgot I was working on this. Oh, that's so funny. All right, here we go. New day, new drawing. And the prompt for today will be... I know I got nothing. Hmm. Alright, bear with me, gang. Bear with me, gang. I think I have an idea for... I think I have an idea for a character. No, not that way. Yeah, okay. Where's my line of action? I think that's it. Okay. Maybe that head that way. Shoulder up, shoulder back. Arms slightly bent, arm back. Let's see. Hip would be up like that. Down here. I have this idea for a character holding a giant gun. I want to make sure I get it right. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, buddy? I literally just got home. Like 10, 15 minutes ago. So I am newly home. Hence the stream starting now. Welcome back, nerd. Welcome back, nerd. Don't mind me. Just doodling here. God, this music sucks. Not the stuff you're listening to, the stuff I'm listening to. I don't always listen to the same stuff you do. I listen to my own things. Making dinner. I hope you and Rudy are eating a beautiful, succulent meals this evening. A beautiful, succulent Chinese meal? Okay, alright. So far, so good. You know, I have this idea in my head. But listen, sometimes you get ideas in your head and they don't pan out the way you thought they might on the old page. We're getting there. We're getting there. I believe. Yes, so I'm trying to do, I guess I'm trying to do an action pose right now. Okay. What the fuck are you still doing awake, man?
Look who it is.
What's up, cutie?
If it isn't Michael fucking Nicole,
That's me.
the cream of the crop.
That's me. You sound like an old man with emphysema.
Yeah, the problem is I have RTX voice. You know, the thing uses AI to cut out, you know, noise and whatnot. So a lot of times me laughing or giggling is not picked up. And whenever I do that voice, I think it only picks up like half of it.
Sure, blame it on the robot.
Yeah, fuck them robots.
Blame it on the fucking robot. Hey, when you Elon Musk wants to know when you're paying your $8 for verification.
I'd love to do it for the meme.
Dude, I heard he checked the White House yesterday.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He fact checked the White House, that's funny.
And they immediately deleted the tweet.
And yes, that's right. That's the you're right. I missed the best part. They immediately deleted the tweet. God. Bill, did you know the midterm elections are coming up in like a handful of days?
I'm kind of not allowed to not know because it's what every fucking American has been talking about for the past like 2 weeks. Huh?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Our fucking election, god damn it, dude. It's annoying. You feel annoyed. Imagine living here.
I'm not annoyed. I'm just like, what's the word that would be like one step before annoyed? Bothered. I think bothered would be one step below it. Some linguists can correct me on that, but it's like I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm like, okay, I fucking get it. Not my president, not my country, though. Oh, that reminds me. There was like a Twitter exchange where somebody was like, you know, tweeting at a person like, "Go fucking vote," and I think it was a girl. She was like, "He's not my president." He's like, "How dare you?" And she said, "He is literally not my president. I am from Finland."
Not my president.
Especially on Twitter, but not where, you know, every American thinks they're only talking to other Americans.
Americans assume that everybody in the world is another American. You live in America, you just don't know it yet, Bill. That's the American point of view, baby. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, Bill. Wait, so what are you doing up late, man? I thought it was past your bedtime.
It's 11:30. I'm taking this week off, so I'm staying a bit late. But I just came back from like a birthday dinner.
Whose birthday was it?
It was a family friend. A friend of the family. How do I properly say it? It's a friendly family. It's like a family that's been friends with like my mom and dad for like fucking 40 or 50 years.
Any hot daughters for you?
Only one, but she is married, and and her kid is like 12 or something.
Ugh.
So no, nothing within my range.
Bill, you don't need that blown out coochie. And those saggy mom tits, Bill.
No, I don't. Funnily enough, I did go out on a date with like this 35-year-old Ukrainian MILF a couple of months ago.
How was that?
Boring.
You're boring.
She was one of those goofy bras that wanted to take everything slow.
Lame. And she calls herself Ukrainian.
Like, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just looking for my purse," and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm just looking to fold you in half."
Lame, Bill. Lame. You'd imagine her being Ukrainian, she'd I don't know, have a little bit more.
I'd imagine her being 35, she'd know not to waste somebody's time, but you know.
I guess not. I guess not, Bill.
Yeah, goofy broad doesn't go away with age.
Bale, this doesn't sound very Trump's America to me.
No, this sounds more like fucking Biden's America.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to deal with that? What's up, Two Oak? Hey, Two Oak, is Raquel Lilly still fucking banned? Bill, did you hear about this? She went,
I heard she got bamboozled.
she got bamboozled, by the old Twitch.
What did she?
She,
I
she
read
sat on a
a
cupcake. She sat on a cupcake and ate it. And that, I think, was, too much for Twitch.
Wow, so that's what bitches are being banned for today? So speaking of bitches, I saw that Amaranth had gone to her usual shtick. Like everything's hunky-dory.
Oh yeah, she's back to it. She's back to making,
Yeah,
adult...
she's streaming regularly. She's doing her sleeping streams and whatnot. Everything seems to be in order.
She tried to get it upvoted on Reddit before... She tried to get it upvoted on Reddit before it got her banned. So she tried to get the cupcake thing upvoted on Reddit before they banned her? Did it work? Yeah, the cupcake clip. Hey, listen, man. Say what you will about getting banned. I guess it depends on your definition of work. I think get the clout, man. Right? Did she have articles written about her? It worked for getting her banned. You know, listen. If you get the articles written about you, fail.
Oh yeah, that's how you know you won.
Dude, that's literally how that broad Cuco. Cuco couldn't scrape together 60 viewers for her artwork, quote unquote. But the second she started flashing those fucking cans and then got banned for it, that's when she blew up.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Why the hell not, dude? Indie Fox also kept growing through the bands. Yeah, well, I mean, she grew until she couldn't. I still think what they did to Indie Fox, not because she's hung out here before, but I honestly think I think Indie Fox got done dirty by the Twitch system.
It's stupid because yeah, everybody was doing it, so why make an example out of her?
She wasn't doing anything worse or more risque than Amaranth or any of these other broads. Yeah, the fucking her head was on the chopping block. Very lame. You need to reprise your dating show co-host for Raquel. Rumor is Ammo had it out for Andy, and that's the reason why she's not let back on.
That makes sense.
Well, you know, to be honest, Indie Fox did supplant her. There were days where Indie Fox was out amaranthing Amaranth. She was the top
dog. Bottom bitch.
dog. She was the bottomest bitch. That's exactly right, Bale. She was the bottomest bitch. And you know what, man? I could see Amaranth being like, fuck this.
I mean, if she
Get her
has
outta here.
dirt and or some sort of connection within Twitch staff, and she's like, hey, if you want me here, or if you don't want me to expose you, which is probably the more probable scenario, you get this vaguely ethnic Asian out of here.
I mean, yeah, dude, let's be honest. Fucking Twitch isn't known for its... What's the word I'm looking for? Above board activities.
Yeah.
Nothing but the highest of moral fortitude and caliber for our mods here at Twitch. No, man.
Yeah.
Up to all kinds of shenanigans. You know, if you told me that Amaranth had it out for Indie Fox, and was able to facilitate Indie Fox getting banned from the platform. I'd agree 100%. Yeah, so I guess time will tell if Rachel, if Raquel Lily comes back and she's got an extra 400 or 500 people watching her stream, you will know that it has in fact worked. Yeah, and the e-girling works in the end. And
Speaking of e-sluts.
speaking of e-girls,
You wish you could afford me, sir. You don't even get into my whatever they call them on Twitch now, the super chats, whatever they're called. You couldn't even afford one of those to have your fucking message highlighted.
God, what are the shittiest way to steal something from YouTube?
Yeah, you know that there's going to be some fin dumb bitch that is going to say that unironically.
Oh my god, you
know,
can't even
within
afford
their
a
fin dumb
super
realm.
chat? No, I can't. Why? Because you're a vapid whore. Sorry. Oh, I love that SpongeBob sound effect.
Tell
How
him
you guys
to
doing?
look. I'm fucking beat. I am beat.
Wait, what did you do?
Here's the thing,
What's
you
going
can
on
see
with you, baby?
you can see full naked women on the internet for free, plus other things, and you don't have to go to a streaming service.
They
Imagine
don't.
that.
They don't want that.
I don't want to see penetration. I want to see some ditzy whore making money by acting like she's gonna get penetrated by a cupcake.
Yeah, dude, that's so crazy. I've seen
We are
some
fucking stupid. Men are stupid. I mean, I think we need to admit that.
I have seen some of Amaranth's content online, allegedly.
Wait, is this the other one? That's the one that made a whole big scene about her safety, but it's more than likely all bullshit.
It might be. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs.
'Cause it dissolved overnight.
If there isn't like
Yeah.
it did, I will say this. It did disappear rather quickly.
Well, the next day or two, she was tweeting out that she worked it out with him and everything's fine. And it's like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Because what are you trying to stage if you're putting him live on mic? Like, if you're building a case for separation and to get your financials back, that makes sense. But if that's not what you're doing, then it's for attention.
Tell him, Matt. Now, how do we punish
I'm not
her?
a
my
lawyer,
theory.
but fucking right.
Time to punish her.
It seems that my tinfoil Alex Jones theory is proving itself correct.
No, let's just speculation. None of us have any fucking idea what's going on behind closed
That's-
doors.
that's why I
None
said
of
it
those
was a-
kids are dead. It's all fake.
That's why I said it was a tinfoil theory.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't take
High-level
anybody at their word
speculation.
anymore, at all. I don't take her for her word. I know Liz was passionate about it, but
You're a good
Yeah.
friend, Maddie.
I don't believe it at all. I'm sorry. If it's 2 days later and it's like, no, we're good, don't worry about it, it's fake.
I'm still on the fence. Either way, I don't know if she's lying. I don't know if she's telling the truth.
Can you imagine that meeting that him and her had? Like, if it is fake, where she's like, okay, you really have to set it on, and he's like, what do you want me to say? And he's just got all this bottled up shit that
You
he just wanted
whore.
to say to
You
her.
fucking
Yeah,
whore.
yeah. Exactly. He just starts throwing it, and then she just didn't anticipate it was going to be that vile.
Although
So
I
that's why
did,
she actually was crying.
although I did see a clip. I did see a clip somebody shared of her content to be coming up where it's a. And this is different. This isn't anything I've ever seen coming off this lady before. It was BBC action happening.
Oh, is it a dildo or a real person?
Well, here's the thing. Up until this point, the dudes that listen, there's a whole contingent of people on the internet that can't stand her, and they love to rip on her content. Just fucking just. It's like Mystery Science Theater, but with Amaranth's adult films.
Well, I mean, I think that is now. Are we talking only furs, or are we talking?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is, she doesn't show anything. right? I don't know if you guys ever watched any of her stuff, but as far as her content goes, she doesn't show anything. Like, she shows her tits and maybe the top of her coochie, but that's it. Everything is implied. So, you know, when she's given a BJ to someone, quote unquote, it's a doll, or it is her husband, except it's not his actual Johnson. It's his, in his jeans, sticking out of his jeans is a fake schlong, and she's given that to Beach.
That's just fucking weird.
It's weird. And then sometimes she'd be like, watch this, watch that. You know, the content will be like, back alley whore gives like two blowies, and it's like one is a real dude and the other is like a doll that she's giving it to, but it's like that's what she's doing.
I mean, if anyone is actually shilling out money to this
dude,
woman
other times, they definitely are. They've made her a millionaire.
For you guys.
They have made her a millionaire. It's because they don't want they don't want these professionals. They want her, specifically her and only her.
Not me. No, that's called simp.
That's premium simp.
Yep.
So
super chat simp.
Other times it's not even a dude who's like in the POV, like the POV, like the person who's like, this is my schlong. These are my hands that are pushing her head down. Sometimes it is her husband. We got very masculine hands, and he's an Asian dude, so no arm hair or anything, like nice, kind of like mine.
Silky smooth,
but muscular, manly hands, right? And then other times it's a woman. It's 100% a woman's hands that's on the other end of that, POV.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's like her best friend filming.
Exactly. So this, after her tiff with the husband, people started leaking the trailer footage to her next drop, and it is a giant, built the size of a fucking house, black dude with his back to the camera, just clapping cheeks is what it seems, right? But again, it's all the illusion. But regardless, there is in what I don't know if she's released it yet or what. This is like a week or two ago. So
you think she uses a stunt pussy?
It's like, hang on, Amaranth's pussy isn't that dark.
We need the stand-in.
Stunt pussy?
That doesn't look like an Arby's sandwich.
Stunt pussy? Oh, stunt
Where's
pussy?
Where's my fluffer? Fluffer? I need you.
Hey, what's up, Josh? The Gang 96. What's up, baby? What's up, cutie? We're talking about the Amaranth scam.
I'm presuming that's not how to pronounce his name.
Oh yeah, sure. No, it's Josh the Ginger.
Geiger, I think is what he meant to spell. He loves radiation. What's up, Rum?
Yeah.
Rum heard about a vapid woman spreading legs, and she's like, me?
Me? Me too?
No, Rum, be nicer to yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, whoever approved that.
I was slow, so it must have been somebody else.
Somebody else did it. Must have been somebody else. Coming in at the top 10. Rum.
I'm Casey Kasem, and Amaranth is gonna blow a dow.
I'm Casey Kasem, and this is Amaranth's husband beating the shit out of
Here on the top 20 domestic abuse claims, Amaranth at number 18.
Do you ever hear Casey Kasem losing his fucking mind because the
yes, the copy.
Listen, I am 100% team Casey Kasem. When Christian Bale flew off the handle and all these other and fucking fucking Bill O'Reilly flew off the handle. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it. What does this mean to take us out? It's like, dude, just
the copy doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, it's like it makes perfect sense, you retard. Read it right. No, but when Casey Kasem's like, what the fuck are you guys doing to me? And it's like, yeah. He's like, I'm playing the Beach Boys, and then I gotta do a death dedication to somebody's dog.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah, why are we going from
Yeah,
I'm
and he's
Casey
right.
Kasem, and fuck you.
He's fucking right, dude. He's like, and here's another one from the Beach Boys, and it's like, and now
a baby drowned yesterday.
Yeah. Why have him do that? Have somebody else do it. Now we need you to here's the obituaries, Casey Kasem. Here, an orphanage
Casey
caught
Kasem
fire last night.
If you're listening, your grandmother just died.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Oh man. Well, 100%, dude. This is ridiculous. Whoever the fuck did that to him. I wonder if they did it on
Bill
purpose.
O'Reilly's is really funny too, though, because he's like starts like writing it out by hand on a paper. He's got.
Oh, I never saw. I always heard
He's
the
like,
audio.
he's like, I'll fucking correct it right now. That's the whole thing. Is like, the teleprompter was wrong or the wording didn't make sense, and he just lost his shit.
Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
I forgot I made that a sound effect. Yeah, I remember every part of that Scream Fest, and it was because it was off a new track to somebody's album. He's like, and here to take us out, a new track off, blah 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 blah. And he's like, what does this mean to take us out? To take us out, that doesn't mean anything. So every time it came up, he just didn't know. He didn't know what the fuck it meant. And rather than have somebody explain, oh, to take us out means to play us out. Same thing, interchangeable, to play us out, to play us off. He just started fucking losing his goddamn mind.
So my question though is, this was like, at what point did they start recording the DJs and then using that? Like, was this fairly new to him and late in his career where they were having him record the voiceover and he's like used to doing it live? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's just old and doddering.
I think he was just a cunt, and he couldn't figure out the sentence structure. But he's such a prick. He's such a prick that rather than be like, oh hey, how do I say this? You know, what does delivery mean? What does it mean to take us out? He just starts screaming.
Casey Kasem doesn't ask fucking questions.
Ridiculous. Yeah, before you came in, we were talking about Amaranth. And Matt, Bale, when her whole husband deal started happening, Bale immediately was like, this is bullshit. This is all just for ratings. You know, this is just this is a publicity stunt. And I think that some people more than others was like, hey, come on.
Like, we'll see. Liz was all in.
Liz was all in. I was, as always, let's see what happens. You know, are the cops called? Are people lawyering up? Is there a court case coming?
Oh, that was the other thing, is they kept, like, Nikki and them kept telling me it doesn't matter if cops come to your house, if, like, they're not going to do anything. And that's not true. If the cops come to your house and you say he's beating the shit out of me, the cops will do something. So in order for the cops to go to her house 5 times over 3 days and do nothing, means she said I was fine. She told the cops nothing's going on here.
Could it be that their relationship is just toxic as shit, and this is just this is like a roller coaster? Like this is just this happens over and over and over and over again.
Well, if she's happy, I mean, it also depends on him too. Like because there's a story that's been made of him that is just this vile monster now, right? That keeps her in sex acts and everything. And so it's like, what's the truth? Cops won't come 5 times in a row unless something is really going on. So maybe even that's a lie, how many times the cops were there.
I've called the cops before, and more often than not, it's a civil affair, not a legal one, so the cops can't actually do anything.
Yeah, but did you call the cops and have them come over and say, he just punched me in the face, here's the mark? Because that's what I'm saying. It's different. Like, verbal abuse is one thing. But if you're getting the shit beat out of you, and the cops come to your house, and you go, yeah, that guy over there was beating the shit out of me, here is where he's been beating the shit out of me, they're gonna do something. Like you can call cops over verbal abuse, sure, and they may not do anything. I'll believe that. Unless there is
clear signs of abuse, i.e. something physical, it's just a domestic dispute. I see. Well, that's the other thing. He wasn't beating the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But
everybody made it seem like he was gonna come home and cane the chick. I mean, you know.
Yeah, so it seems like it was just whatever the fuck he was doing. Verbal abuse, emotional abuse.
But then everything else get tied into it, right? Why was it the immediately first, the first fucking thing I heard before even seeing her video was the fact that he controls her financials? Why did she put it out there so quickly? Is another question I have. Why would that be the front running thing? I understand you're saying you're trapped. But once again, the report or rumor, whatever, is the cops came, she said she was fine. Then she tweets she's fine, which I don't know. I mean, what's the game here? If you put it on the stream, what's your ultimate goal?
Beats me.
Nothing goes on my stream I get abuse is complicated like that, but in mentally maybe sure in the emotional department. But I tell you right, I tell you right now, I was abused as a kid. I wouldn't have put up with it if I had any means of fighting back or stopping it. If I'd have known as a kid, like if I did this and this, maybe it would stop, sure. But like, I don't know, you're high profile, you're worth millions, you brag about how you have all these other side businesses that bring you in millions, but you're stupid enough to let all your money be tied up to him. Like I understand, but there's just things that you made mistakes for whatever reason, and it's like, where's your out? Like, if you're going to put it on your stream, if something's on my stream, it's there deliberately. If it's not there deliberately, I say so. So if you're going to put it on your stream, what's the end game?
So you're thinking that, I don't know, maybe I got nothing. I have no idea.
I mean, it could be 100% legit, but when you look at the sum of the parts, which are, it was a big thing on the internet for 3 days, followed by her reporting that the cops came 3 or 4 times, and then the report was when the cops did come, she told them she was fine. Then she puts out a tweet saying she worked it out and everything's okay. Abuse isn't that complicated. If you're getting the shit beat out of you, you would be looking for a way out, especially when you're as independent as she is with the amount of money she can and does make.
I don't know, dude. Aren't these broads like brainwashed?
Some of them, sure. I mean, the mental abuse is a big part of it, but once again, there's a sum of parts here that do not equate the equation that they are trying to portray as what actually happened.
Cops showing up wasn't because she called the cops. That was from someone calling a wellness check on her.
So they did a wellness check, and I'm supposed to believe that she came crying to the door saying that he's abusing her, and then they just walked away. That's very unlikely. Odds are she answered the door, she said I'm fine, and they left.
She's a fucking liar. She's fully brainwashed.
Here's the thing, Rum, is someone like her does not have the same situation someone like you or an average woman has. Okay? This idea that you guys are all equal when she's got millions and she's got a way out, it's not the same situation. Especially when somebody notoriously does something for attention on her stream. Why am I supposed to trust that this is legit?
Regarding her situation, she attempted to help herself multiple times, but because he kept her so wrapped up with that level of control, she didn't even know she could get her own bank account without him signing off on it.
Says who? Her? I'm supposed to that's the whole thing, is like there's no truth that's legitimately been presented to this entire situation. I'm supposed to believe she didn't know that she could get her own bank account because he manipulated her into thinking that? I mean, come on.
So this is what I'm getting from all this is either you believe she was sincere or you believe she's a liar.
I think the evidence thereafter shows that it wasn't. I mean, to me, wasn't as legitimate as everybody was so scared it was. Because you had people on Twitter for 3 days tweeting "Save fucking Amaranth."
Rum believes her. I'm on the fence. You don't believe her.
Not really.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really it until there's no solution. There's no answer because there's no. She hasn't talked about it since.
Yeah, there's no truth out there. She said she was fine in a tweet, and then is she still doing content? Is she still doing her regular streams?
No idea.
Or
I don't watch her streams. I haven't thought about her. I haven't thought about her since that day.
Since you subscribed again for $4.99.
Yeah, since I started watching her give BJs to
the Bulls.
Popping in to say, hey, I'm on set. Missed you for a week now. Love you. Thanks, buddy. Enjoy your working on the movies.
What movie? What does he do? Is he music department or what is he doing?
I think he works in the sound engineering on movie sets.
So he was the one that Christian Bale screamed at. You should have been fucking with your lights, brother.
No, that was the AD. That was the
I personally feel he's justified. Only because it's like, yeah, he is trying to do a scene for a movie, and if you are like, you're fucking around in the background, it could be distracting. I get it, but he did blow the fuck up.
Yeah, I think his right to be upset is verified. I think the level in which he got upset with the AD is not.
Yeah, he was really pissed. He was probably hungry. He's always starving himself.
Yeah, Midream was hanging out with Josh Duhamel once. He was hanging out with
Nice.
Maria Menounos. He gets around that Midream.
Nothing against Josh Duhamel, but he always has been kind of like the generic form of Timothy Oliphant.
He's lesser Timothy Oliphant. She talked about it later on stream, and even if she was taking legal action, I doubt she'd be public about that part.
Well, that's where my question goes.
But that's
to
also
is why would you put it on stream in the first place?
That's also bullshit. Because even if she were taking legal action, you can say you could say my lawyer says I can't speak about, like, that is fine. People say that all the fucking time when they're caught up in a court case. You can't speak about things directly. You can say that my lawyer suggests that I at this time do not speak about this publicly. That's it. And then we'd all know that she's in fact in the middle of a court case and things are proceeding, but she needs to be very careful about what is said in the public eye. Like I said, I don't know that she's a fucking liar. Maybe she is. I wouldn't be surprised. She's been manipulative in the past. She's been untrustworthy and manipulative in the past. So I'm not inclined to give her any benefit of any doubt. That said, I'm also not going to completely toss away any allegations that she's made either. But again, don't know, wasn't there, don't see anything pointing, don't see any tangible shit that's gone on other than her word. So at this point, I'm just kind of well, if that's the case, I wish you the best. If you were lying, go fuck yourself. The end.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing is, I hope to God she's lying. Like, I hope it's one of those situations where it's publicity and whatever. If that's how she wants to make money, whatever, that's fine. If it is actually happening, I hope she understands that she's got a better way out than 99% of women. Okay, if you can prove that things are going on, you ask for your divorce, you get all your bank accounts in your name. Like, that's the thing is, like, the only one that could really put an end to it is her. So if it is going on, it's up to her to cut that cord. I mean, not to sound callous, but that's how my brain works. If there's problems, you eliminate the problem. I'm not saying murder him, although maybe, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, really, Amaran. I do find Rum's whole thing of I doubt she'd make it public about that part is like, well, she doesn't want to give too much about her life. And it's like, well, doesn't she take dick on camera? She doesn't want to be too open. Yeah, you don't want to release it all, right?
She does take lots of dick on camera, or fake. It's fake dick, and it's not full penetration. I've seen the videos, Matt. It's simulated penetration. It's terrible. It's not good.
Oh, it's worse than Cinemax, because Cinemax, I believe, was real penetration. They just never showed the peen or the V.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I don't think
there was like hardcore versions of it somewhere.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's even that. I think it's less than that. Even like.
Oof,
You don't see
why
anything.
would you pay for that? Like, literally, you can just Google porn and find 7,000.
Well, I told you, man.
websites.
They don't want some random professional. They want her, specifically her.
Which is it's its own mental illness, its own version of stalking, and it's just creepy.
Well, it's the.
No, I gotta log on. Amaranth's got a new video, man. She understands me. One time when I gave her $75, she highlighted my message, bro.
I do wonder what the connection is. It's got to be that. It's got to be the parasocial thing that everybody's talking about.
It's incels and single mothers that's created this fucking generation.
So, for a second, I'm like, single mothers. What are they buying? Oh, nothing. They're selling.
Yeah, they're creating these little incel boys who grow up with emotional deficiencies, who are never taught to be a real man, and then they latch on to the first whatever they're attracted to that gives them the time of day. I mean, it's the same thing as it happened to every guy at some point, but this is just I literally saw a post where it was so one of the viewers of someone bought her a car, and she goes, one of my Twitch subs bought me this car.
Was that real? I thought that was
Reddit.
fake. I thought that was just a meme.
Was it fake? I hope it's fucking real because he deserves it if he did it.
No, I thought that was
See,
just a internet meme.
That's the other thing is I'm not any nicer to the viewers of these things. Like I feel, honestly, if you're paying $5 a month, $6 a month to do this instead of like, I don't know, going out and meeting a woman or a man or whatever you're into, like you're goofy.
Nah.
Like
I think it's fine. I think if you,
I think it's weird.
I think no. I think if you want to pay $5 to watch some dickhead with a guitar singing on Twitch, or for fucking tits and pussy photos, I'd say fucking $5.
I'm speaking specifically to the incels. I'm not talking about your average like guy who's married and also.
Well, that's what I'm.
To the dudes who live by Amaranth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the average dude who's like, yeah, you could either spend $5 to become a YouTube subscriber to some dude who's like anti-SJW, or you could spend $5 to see some great tits. I'm going tits. If those are my options, A or B, I'm gonna see tits
but
for the $5.
So I mean, that brings up a question. What do you think the majority of her audience is? Do you think it is a casual or a hardcore?
I think it's way more just casual. I think she's got her hardcores, but I could be mistaken, man. Maybe she's got a handful of whales, and those whales are just putting it all over the top.
I mean, but it also theoretically doesn't it extend too? Because it's like she's got other businesses that are being more than likely propped up by these dudes.
I guess so. Let's see. What is this?
Or ladies too. I don't know what her.
What is this Google Doc? My God, this thing is a fucking dissertation, man. This is somebody's thesis.
Getting the authorities involved. This is
doxing allegation.
So ugly.
I never gave out their address to anyone.
Nick had deadbolted Kate out of her hotel room and she couldn't get her security as they kicked, banged, and yelled at the door multiple times. Once the door was unlocked, security stated they would not be able to stay with us unless authorities were involved. I stood by in the hall as Kate packed her room door open. So this says getting authorities involved. Hotel security is not authorities. That's hotel security. I do regret not being able to stay with her. I was tired, stressed, and way out of my element. Trying to do what I could definitely wasn't the best decision leaving her with him. But at least she was in the company of law enforcement who would be able to handle the situation better. But, okay, she did call them, and they came and did nothing. Actions, the 10/16 stream. Reaching out to no avail. After the stream ended, I called for a wellness check, so it was her assistant that called for the wellness check. Still receiving no reply in the afternoon, and throughout the day, we called for wellness checks, which confirmed that she was there and okay the whole day, using dozens of concerned messages, which prompted me to provide updates. So it was the assistant the whole time making these wellness checks.
But make no mistake, I had only been working for her for 2 months before calling the authorities. I definitely did not stand for it when it was right in my face. Many domestic violence victims have come forward and pointed out that it takes victims multiple times before finally leaving. An abusive relationship. Kate very publicly explained how abusive her situation was for years. I'm so worried that her and her husband, Nick Lee, an Asian fellow, may still be involved in some capacity.
Wait, is that in the writing or did you just bring that up?
No, his name is Nick Lee. I hope this whole document isn't further triggering. Blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
I don't fully understand the 2 months thing. Like I get you haven't been working for her for a while, but that doesn't mean you're okay with her getting kicked in the fucking head.
Unless she is.
DomesticShelters.org. How many times did you attempt to leave your abuser before you were able to escape? And the majority of votes by a couple, almost neck and neck, according to this website, is 4 to 6 times, just a few votes higher than 2 to 3 times. Yes.
But here's the other problem: is the pessimist in me is like, okay, so this statement is yours, and I'm just supposed to believe you that it wasn't made up with a team, including Caitlyn. Like, here's the thing. If the theory that it's fake is true, then it has to be all in, to which this statement would not be authentic either.
Again, yeah, listen. You could always take the position that everybody's lying, and it's bullshit.
Which I don't know if that's my position, but like I said, half of my brain is going like, this all smells like bullshit. I mean, the surrounding evidence doesn't make it seem legit to me, much less what happened on stream, but everything that happened after. It's not fully convinced me that it was legitimate. And I understand abuse does different things to different people. I'm not trying to negate that.
What are you talking about, Two Oak? Separation claim?
That the assistant wrote in there that she told her that they were going to separate in the coming weeks. Caitlin told the assistant.
Well, I guess not. Oh, whoops.
Well, I guess not.
But
Sometimes something like what Amber did is like, fuck it, kind of cry for help. I mean, maybe, but everybody's different. But if I'm crying for help, that means that there's, generally speaking, when thousands of people respond for that cry for help, you would usually take the hand, wouldn't you? Like, wouldn't it be she's done with him, she's not living with him, she's whatever? If it's truly if she's trying to get away, I'm saying.
Maybe this was the first time and she's got 4 more to go.
Oh, like cat years.
Rum, how many times did it take you to get out of your relationship?
Rum's the abusive one in her relationship.
How many times did it take him to leave you?
Her husband's tired of getting pegged, from what I hear.
Nah, he loves it.
Can confirm.
I mean, listen. Even after reading that, we're still in the same position. You know, it's not like they provided us a police report. It's still, this is what happened and this is my eyewitness account. Take my word for it.
I will say the whole like online nobody's telling the truth type thing does make me appreciate bullshit like TMZ a little bit more. Like TMZ, generally speaking, if they said something, it was Tim. Sorry, Harvey Levine would be mad. Tim's. That sounds like a disorder. Oh, you've got Tim's. I'm sorry, doctor.
Well, that's
what's
what you
wrong
get for
with me?
being a homosexual.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Now get your monkeypox shot.
Now take this monkeypox.
Oh, they're gonna give him the pox. Your system needs it. You'll fight it off in a couple days. I mean, here's the thing: is I'm not a conspiracy guy, but there are certain things that, like, I do believe the U.S. government spread AIDS. Like, they concocted it and they spread it. I do.
That is the craziest thing you ever said. Could be.
I don't know. I think populist control's been tried before in governments.
Listen,
I don't know about this one.
I mean, listen. Who got hit the hardest? Gay folk and black folk, and it's not like
black folk.
Yeah, it's not like the people in charge had any love of them. Those either two of those groups.
Well, they don't love any of us. We're all just numbers that owe debt. $275,000 a piece right now is what each of us owe. Is on our head.
What?
Yeah, the way our monetary structures work is we all have a debt because we live in this country, and right now each individual's debt's gone up to $275,000.
So
nothing that we'll actually, like, they'll never come over and have, like, you owe us this money, but we owe it. It's all on our head. They leverage us, which is the American livestock, against wars in the Ukraine and things like that.
Well, Bale, you ready to fight the war in the Ukraine?
Take up arms.
Yeah.
Bale, how hot was that Ukrainian broad you went on the date with?
Let me see if I still have a picture of her.
Yeah.
That's lewd. Don't show a picture of the young woman.
One of her face, but it doesn't have to be of her face. But I'm curious.
Wait, were you intimate with this poor young woman?
He took a picture while he was hitting it from the back without her knowledge.
Oh my, that's. I gotta go against that one.
It's all butthole though.
Oh, the brown hole.
Yeah, you can't even tell the gender of the butthole.
Oh, well then we'll keep it equal. Don't assume.
Let me put my finger in your ass.
Oof.
I've deleted them. Let me check.
You've got cloud access.
He threw his hard drive out.
He burned it like the Clintons. They took hammers to it. This hard drive needs an acid wash.
He's not allowed to have any Ukrainians on his hard drive.
The Russians were tracking his photos.
That's exactly right.
We were so close to
He
him.
could have sworn he had the KGB on his tail.
No one waits for the KGB.
Yeah, yeah. Bale. Picture Bale. He's he's riding down a little Spaniard street somewhere in Madrid or wherever the fuck he's from. He's on his little Huffy and he's making turns. And who does he see in his rear view bicycle mirror? It's a KGB, dude. It's a black car.
I don't know why, but I was thinking you'd hear the clippity clop of the donkey he was riding. I don't know why I thought that, but
Why a donkey? Couldn't you
No, Bale.
just give me a horse?
Bale is riding.
No, it's funnier.
Bale is riding the Bulgarian version of the Pee Wee Herman bike from Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Oh boy, Bulgarian. It's just a totally normal bike. That's the version of it.
Bale needs to find a nice Spanish lady to give language lessons to. Lessons in quotation mark. He's riding bareback.
Pantsless for some ungodly reason. Oh, on his Huffy. You had to say Huffy.
Bill, you ever ride a Huffy?
Oh, they're the best.
What's
That's
a
a good
Huffy?
brand. It's a bike brand.
It's a bike. It's an
Bicycle.
American
I-
bike brand for like kids. It's an American kids bike brand.
No, I think the only for kids bike brand I've ever ridden was a BMX.
Okay. Sure.
I think I'm gonna. It is, yeah. Huffy is Walmart brand love. I think Walmart bought the brand.
Huffy couldn't have always been Walmart, couldn't it?
Maybe. Well, I don't know. They go back a long time, but I don't know how long. I think Huffy might be older than Canada.
The Canadians can't afford a Huffy.
I mean, how many CA is that again? Hey, it's real money, you know. Yeah, we know. We get it. Whatever.
Sure.
We should be
Because
nice
there
to
is monopoly
Canadians.
money.
Like, we should be more nice to them. They are like our little brother, right?
I guess.
How you
Really?
doing, little Canada?
I-
Still being
I-
racist and solitude?
Does it
Alright.
have to be brother? Can it be like third removed cousin?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they
Still-
all are like. The problem with Canada is it starts with hillbillies
Mona.
because the border of the UP
Oh,
of
she's
Michigan
pretty.
is Canada, and that's hillbillies.
Oh,
And then
she's,
it goes to like French hillbillies.
she's pretty. She's got some knockers on her, Bale.
Oh boy.
She has giant tits and she came.
Where is it?
It was. I'll just DM you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you posted it in
She
general.
it was windy, so it was a bit chilly.
This white
Came to
broad's
the
got some real
brownness.
honkers on her, man. Honk honk.
Bale, Bale
I
hunts the
have
whitey.
beautiful titties.
Because you have big jugs.
Look at those bags. Big fat pair of fake titties. There they are.
You've got so many sound alerts for fucking tits. It's crazy.
I can't see big anime titties anymore.
Yeah, you can't because he's seeing the real thing.
I
You know,
want to squeeze them.
no, well, but apparently, you know, this lady, you know, Bale's like, hey, let me see those tits. She's like, nah, no, you can't. And
Okay.
Bale's like, come
I gotta
on,
say
man.
the sec-
Your countrymen are dying in the front lines. Let me see those tits.
No. You're not gonna do it for me. Do
Yeah.
it for your country.
Yeah, baby, you gotta live every day like it's your last. Let me see those tits.
Glory to the Ukrainian tits.
I will say the second photo you sent, where she's in like a grassy field, it definitely has that like this is the last known photo. She was in a field having lunch.
Yeah, this is also me zooming in on the photo because it's taken so far back. All her photos, it seemed that she was making like a conscious effort to not show off that she had giant tits.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna assume for a woman, giant tits are a bit of a plague. It's like if you had a small dick but giant balls, like, the fuck's the point of that?
You gotta flaunt those nuts.
I can't get a bathing suit that fits. Why, your wiener? Nope. Giant testicles. Do it for the motherland. Jesus. Circa 1943.
Come on, baby. I'll get you that passport. Show me
Did
those.
she try to get you to fight for the Ukrainians?
No.
Show me those honkers.
She's like, I'm gatekeeping you for a war.
Yeah, because you know my name is Slavic, and she asked me what Slavic country I'm from, and I said, you know, Bulgaria, and she said good. I'm like, wait a fucking
Yeah,
minute.
wait, hold on.
Damn. This is when she
No.
took off her dress and the giant swastika on her back came out.
Yeah, no, you just wait one moment.
Yeah, if I were Russian, she probably would not have proceeded with the conversation, I reckon.
Oh, I see.
What a racist.
How was her? Did you guys? What language did you guys speak on your date?
English.
Oh, boring.
Because she was literally she had literally come the same week to Spain when we met up.
So you got a
You should learn
Ukrainian and a Bulgarian go on date in Spain, and they speak American.
They speak English.
The Woody Allen
Yeah.
movie.
Talk about fucking Mr. International.
You're like a spy that doesn't do anything crazy.
Yeah. You're an international man of
infiltrated
mystery,
them.
Bill.
Yeah. Oh, behave.
Yeah, well, you know what? Her loss, Bill.
Yeah, kick
I'm
rocks is
fine.
what I say.
I'm
Yeah,
fine with letting a bitch go when she doesn't follow.
Oh.
yeah.
Did she just ghost you?
No, I could see that it wasn't gonna go anywhere because she was you weren't here when I said this. She was one of those goofy bros that said, I wanna take things real slow. I really wanna get to know somebody before I do something with them. I'm looking for my person, you know.
Bill's like, yeah, you're gonna have to keep looking, baby. The
He's
fucking
like,
the wait's
"Goofy
gonna.
This goofy broad wanted emotion. All I got is the dick.
Keep looking, honey.
Scram.
Scram tuts.
Beat it, toots. I'm not the guy.
Horse cocks.
I don't got time for
doesn't
this
wanna-
nonsense, baby.
Doesn't want
Yeah,
to
well-
deal with listening to her. Come on.
Yeah, when a broad goes like, oh, I wanna take things slow, but I'm also looking for my person, but I'm also like super shy. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
bitch. You can take your goofiness and hit the brakes.
Bill's like,
Come
how
on,
do
baby.
Bill's like, how do you say mouth closed, legs open in Ukrainian?
In my country of Bulgaria, we've got an old saying: face down, ass up. That's right. Well, maybe,
Dude,
you know,
I'm
I
getting
mean,
out of here.
maybe she's at the point in her life where she's looking for something more than just sex.
I mean, she is a 35-year-old single mom, so I reckon she is.
Oh,
Wait, you're dating a 35
damn, dude.
single mom, and you're like, how dare she take it slow? Like, she clearly has been burned before.
No,
Yeah.
no, listen.
What's one more
My
time?
issue
She's got
with her
18
is that-
years of horse dick shit.
Yeah, but why is it wait?
My
Why's the
issue-
buck gotta stop at bail? It's like everybody's getting a ride, but you. Line starts here.
Oh,
It's
so
like,
you're
wait,
saying
why
if she was
me?
once a whore, she should always be a whore and be fair.
No, listen. My issue isn't that she wanted to take it slow. My issue is that she wasn't cooperative.
That
What?
sounds, dude. That sounds like you've got her on the boat
Oh
and
my
you're talking about
God.
the implications.
She was very
Well, because-
resistant when I put her in the cage.
The second I put her in a
No, because-
headlock, she started fighting back.
We were
I gave
We
her
were
the
supposed
people's
to-
elbow. She wasn't happy.
We were
no, we were
supposed to.
supposed to go out again.
Mhm.
We were supposed to go out again. I'm like, well, look at your train schedule and just let me know and we'll make it happen. And she was like, okay, I'll let you know later. And it's been like that for like a couple of weeks. And I didn't want to double text.
So she ghosted
So
you.
no,
No, he could have pursued. There was, you know.
Yeah, he
coulda-
didn't.
coulda-
That's true.
I
That's
coulda-
true.
I could have been like, but I don't do that. I've
Yeah, no.
told you what to do, and if you don't do it, then I can
Yeah.
understand someone forgetting and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm late because she already did it once. But you're
She's
just
playing
free for
hard to
2
get,
weeks.
bro. You gotta
Yeah,
ouch
no,
out.
she's not in the
Get a
position.
boombox,
Now it's
staying
here to
outside of her
play
house.
games.
Yeah, she's not in the position to be. Listen, she.
But she's a single mother who wants somebody to marry her. That's why.
Yeah, no.
She's not looking for dick. Well, she should be. I mean, you already got the kid. What's the point, right? Like,
Yeah,
have
you're.
fun.
Yeah, well,
And
You
her
know.
kid already likes manga, so I'd be a good influence.
Oh, sure you would. Yeah, I didn't
Describing
chase your
his
mom at
day.
all.
Well, it looks like a seed
And
that
then I
like
called her a
half
broad on a
sprouted.
stream.
fuck?
But
I
I'm a
call-
great
No,
influence because he likes manga.
Your mom's
We're
got those
good.
big mommy milkers, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Would you like to read some manga? Hey, I'm
Hey,
hanging out with your
kid.
kid, broad.
Hey, kid, let's watch some Naruto. What do you say?
Funnily enough, that was the only manga he was reading.
What-
But there would be a moment
what
where
a
it's like, you don't
fucking-
like One Punch Man, huh?
What an English cigarette, am I right, Bill?
Yeah, but no, listen. From the very start of the the vibe was off. I knew that it wasn't gonna come up too much.
You didn't say that. Shit. Oh, that one hurt a little. Why does laughter hurt?
Oh my god, we're laughing at some kid for watching Naruto.
For just being a kid, like,
Yeah.
and then Bale's dumping on his mom for like, no reason. How dare this 35-year-old single mother of one want anything but sex? I told you, look at the train, bitch.
Bitch, I told
Maybe there
you.
was no trains for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I told you once, I won't tell you again.
Yes, I told you I'd buy the ticket, silly woman.
Oh boy. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's a good larf.
Hey Bill,
He
do
was,
Bulgarian women like watch anime?
The ones that like anime do, yeah.
The ones that watch it do. No, no kids.
Do they exist though? Is my question. Do they exist?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And you
yeah.
capture
Funnily
them with a
enough, they
net.
do. Maybe not a net. You need like a bear trap or something. You need something more heavy duty.
Bear trap? What do you think I'm going to capture them to dismember them? I want them in one piece.
No,
You need a
net
bear
isn't
trap
enough.
for someone that big.
They break out of the net. They're too ferocious.
Bulgarian women, they're all Wolverine. The fuck?
They got a little honey badger in
Honey badger don't play.
them. Well, time
I'm
for
supposed
us.
to do a stream at 7.
Oh shit. That's soon. What's on the
Yeah.
docket for today, bud?
I don't know. It's supposed to be Modern Warfare.
Ooh, new Modern Warfare. I heard it's good. I heard the campaign is solid. I heard the multiplayer solid.
Campaign is fun. The multiplayer is good. It just takes a bit to get used to.
I heard they changed
I'm
the
digging it.
UI for the game.
Yeah, almost entirely.
How it like, but I also heard it. I heard people were like complaining so much about it that they're changing it. They're going to be changing it not back completely, but around.
I don't know. I mean, the game technically, like, and they're gonna hide behind this, is it's not even technically quote unquote out.
Yeah, they're
Like,
releasing
you
it
have to spend $100. This is
piecemeal.
a beta, alpha, whatever. So like, I'm hoping come November 10th there will be an update, and some of the shit will get smoothed out. Like, multiplayer matches generally start with stutter, where you got like 5 to 10 seconds of stuttery gameplay. The
that's not good.
campaign has that issue a little bit too, and I think I've narrowed it down because it's not a performance issue. To me, it seems much more like a streaming issue, like a loading in of assets, like the surrounding map and things like
Oh
that.
shit.
Which, I mean, once again, it's not out for another week, and you would imagine that the server load is just getting hammered, considering Twitch goes from 132,000 to 200,000 viewers of the game. So you'd imagine there's a lot of people on those servers at any given moment. I've never really had to wait long for a game unless the server was shit in the bed.
What
Bill
game?
likes ripped ladies.
What game mode are you playing?
Well, see, that's the thing is apparently come release day or whatever, with because the battle pass isn't out. That doesn't release until the 14th of November.
Whoa, the 14th. I thought the whole game releases on the 6th.
Well, I think they're releasing the battle pass the same time as Warzone 2.
Warzone 2. Wow, so they really are releasing it piecemeal.
Yeah, you get so basically if you bought the $70, not $60, $70 edition early, you got the campaign. You bought the $100 edition early, you get multiplayer and campaign, plus the battle pass when they release it on the 14th. Apparently Warzone 2 is coming on the 14th. So we'll see on the 14th in that week what's going on with it. Right now, it's playable. I'm enjoying it. You can't just run and gun. The SMGs rule everything though so far, because your dude has weight to him. So like, to lift your gun to aim in the scope, it's not. There is no quick draw. Your gun's heavier.
Fuck.
So it's, you really have to, if you can't like run around a corner and just boom aim up. It's approach the corner if you want to be sprinting, but then aim before you go around it. Like, you got to use some strategy.
Ooh, interesting. Well, screw that, man. You know what? I would just go full camp, dude.
Well, you can either camp, I mean, still it's Call of Duty, or run an SMG. The SMGs are quick as fuck, bro. Like, they are the gun right now that still has, especially if you don't have a reticle on it, still has that pop-up fire action.
You know what? I was always a decent shot mid-range, short to mid without a reticle. I could usually do without, even if it was one of those shitty iron scopes, you know, the fucking giant ones with the ring.
Yeah, those are terrible.
I know, but I could make it work. I was a decent enough shot that I could make it happen.
Well, see, that's where the advantage is if you're good enough to fire without a reticle, your gun has a quicker pop-up.
Nice.
So like, if you're good, and there are dudes that are beaming down the entire fucking map basically with no reticle, just hitting. So there's also cheating is already
already this early on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's already aim bots and all sorts of shit.
Jesus,
you gotta remember, dude.
Christ, man.
What people don't understand is Call of Duty cheats is a big business. People make a lot of money from making trainers and shit that work with it.
Damn, man, that's quick.
Oh, I mean, I assumed it would be that way, and then they'll release a patch, an update the 10th or the 14th when Warzone 2 comes out, which will have their whatever anti-cheat engine. It'll take a day, and then that'll be broken too.
Right. Well, you know, I've actually I've seen how the cheaters work. They just sell accounts. So like, you get one account banned, you go to this website and they're like, fresh account, fresh phone number, fresh email address. We got a new one, not banned. Activision Blizzard hasn't banned this one yet. It's clean, and they'll sell to you for, I think, like, God, what was it? $3 or $4 get you back in the game.
300 or 400?
No, $3 or $4 US, man. Get you back in the game. Fresh account, not banned.
But not with cheats.
No, no. What you got to do is, first you have to buy the cheat. God, well, I think I literally
which is in the hundreds of dollars.
I think I literally just Googled COD cheat, and I think, no, dude, they've got subscription plans, man. I'm not, dude. They've got it like a Netflix account. So like, you pay $15 a month. It's not like you buy the cheat outright, because of the anti-cheat system, your cheat needs to be upgraded along with the game. So
which makes sense.
Sure. So you pay a subscription price for the cheat to be upgraded, and you spoof your hardware so your hardware doesn't get banned, but rather your account gets banned. And obviously you use a VPN so that the IP you're using doesn't get banned, or if it does, you swap it.
That is so much work.
Well, it's for the wall. It's for the dude. You can watch on YouTube, man. Wall hacks, auto headshots. I mean, it's just.
But you go through all of that to do what? Have a better KD than other people? Like, and here's the other thing, that if you get banned, like if you get caught cheating on your Twitch stream, you probably will lose your Twitch channel.
Oh yeah. Well, no, they're not doing that, dude. No, this is
there's
honestly
a lot of streamers.
This is just for trolling, at least from what I could tell.
Well, the problem is you have people entering tournaments like that Nadia.
Oh, right. Yeah, her. Apparently, she's cheating as fuck.
Bag, bro. There's so many videos of her aiming right on somebody through a floor or a wall, and then approaching it the whole time, locked on. Like, every movement they make, she moves her gun, her aim that way. But here's the thing, like, Activision has to know that these high-profile cheaters are cheating. Like, they can see who's cheating, right? So I'm presuming they can look up any single player and see what they've got going on.
Yes and no. So the way to do it is, there was even a website where you could check to see if your account was under suspicion of cheating. Basically meaning, you could play cheating smart. Whereas you don't turn the auto headshots on, you don't use the wall hacks. What you do instead is you use the
Magnetic bullets.
map feature. So what the map feature is, it works like wall hacks, except imagine if permanent UAV were up.
Yeah.
So permanent UAV is up, so you know where they are generally, but you don't fuck up the way that lady's doing, where you're tracking somebody through a wall.
Oh,
Like
she's using an aim wall bot. Maybe not an aim bot, but she might be using magnetic bullets, which you hit one, they all go to that same spot. I've heard of that too.
I don't know about that one. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, you could program all kinds of shit in the game.
These guys who are doing it are good because they're constantly updating it too. Like it's a big business.
Well, sure, man. Let's say you have a subscription service that relies on your product working in tandem. And yeah, no, people get well. Imagine, man. Imagine you and your asshole friends could pay a Netflix subscription price a month to get in the game and just ruin people's times. Just be a complete fucking degenerate asshole. Get people upset and just steamroll the entire game. This is the internet, man. There are people who are like, are you shitting me? They probably pay hundreds of dollars to know they could do that. So they do.
I guess, like, but isn't that its own sort of weird, like, gratification? Like, you're literally getting gratification from nothing. By fucking people over is essentially, you're not winning. You're not playing, really. You're just fucking people over, and that's where you get your kicks from. You're like, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. No. It's sick. I've had the same feeling, but from doing it the old-fashioned way. I've definitely trolled and like corner camped and like done shit like that to fuck with people.
Oh yeah, but I see. I'm also one of those people where, like, am I going to be annoyed that there's a camper? Sure, but it's part of the game. Like, people hate campers, and they should, but it is a play style, and it's discredited as not being a play style, and it is, because there's in real world, a lot of real world military is hurry up and wait. So like, camping is, in my opinion, a legitimate way to play. I'll be, you're kind of a twat if you play
It's
that way.
fucking you're playing like a cunt. Yeah, actually, dude, just talking about camping, haven't done it in a while. Wouldn't mind doing it again. Just camp there with a sniper rifle. You know what I would do, Matt? Is I would put the trip mine or the bouncing Betty or any of those little gems, and I would I'd put them somewhere. I put them on either entrance to my location, and I would troll. I would fucking shoot people from a distance with sometimes a sniper rifle, and then I would wait, and then I would move and then wait for them to come by, and then I would camp the door in which they would most likely come through, and then get them. And then sometimes if I was there for a while, Matt, and I knew that they were really fucking upset, what I would do is I would camp my previous camp. So when they're on the way to where I was to come get me, even if they knew where my bombs were, I would shoot them on the way to there. And I would just keep doing that. I would just like keep moving in the general position so they wouldn't know where I was, but they knew I was there and they knew I was hiding. They knew there were explosives.
I honestly think you would dig the new one, because I have gotten so many kills with bouncing Bettys. Because first off, a bouncing Betty actually kills you.
Wow. That never used to be the case.
There's still problems. Like they haven't released a hardcore mode yet, and I only play hardcore because it does take half a clip to kill. It's still takes a lot of rounds to drop somebody, but for the first Call of Duty and how long can remember, a bouncing Betty will kill somebody if they step into it right then and there.
Wow.
So not only that, but the new game kind of rewards you for being a little bit slower with your pace. So I did that too, where I'm just tossing my Betty in the corner where they have to come around and get behind me. And boom, and then I hear that, but it's I'm digging it, man. I'm actually digging it quite a bit,
dude.
I hope the bugs get sorted out. I really do, because it's got some issues. But the way I look at it right now is theoretically doesn't actually release for a week.
Come November 6th, baby. Come November 6th.
The 10th.
November 10th.
Master
Jesus.
Kennedy.
Maybe Friday would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, Kennedy dipped out.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back in.
Yeah, no, man. I haven't played a decent round of. I skipped last year's COD because I was just playing. What's up, Eric? I was just playing Warzone, and they didn't update the Warzone, so I'm like, listen, they're not updating the Warzone. I'm not playing.
You're the best.
I'm not playing campaign, so I'm just gonna hang out here. What's up? What is up? Name. Thank you for the follow. Who else you playing with, man? Who else you playing old Modern Warfare 2?
So what triggered my ass to end up actually buying it
Yeah.
was Alex texted me and he's like, yeah, it's installing right now. And I was like, fuck. And then Fabian, and so all my guys got it. But I've been playing with Alex and Fabian mainly.
What game mode are you guys playing?
I'm still just a big fan of deathmatch, although I did try.
Sure.
They have a prisoner rescue mode where it's like 5-on-5, no respawn, but you can get revived. It somewhat resembles Rainbow Six Siege's prisoner mode, except there's one flaw in it. And the flaw is that grenades cannot hurt the prisoner. So you can just put a bouncing Betty next to the prisoner, and if somebody goes to grab them, that person gets killed, but the prisoner takes no damage, which isn't fair. You should get penalized for murdering the person you're supposed to protect.
Yes. Agreed.
And like Rainbow Six Siege, if you grenade or accidentally shoot the fucking prisoner, your team loses right then and there.
As it should be. Only fair.
But they've got like 10 modes coming, and a lot of them are returning, like gunfights coming back, infected's coming back.
Gunfight. Dude, gunfight I couldn't touch, man. There were some guns that I never played with, dude. Cause like listen, sure, give me a sniper rifle, I could do some damage. Even give me like various other weird guns, semi-automatics. But like, dude, I could even do it like not the best, but I could fuck people up with a revolver if need be. But like the second you put like a knife in my hand or something like that, I'm fucking out, dude. I'm not the knife man.
I have to be honest, I really do like they have these co-op spec ops missions, which are limited to 2 players, but it's kind of like an open world story mission you're doing essentially.
It's PvE?
Yeah.
No shit.
And it's pretty neat. And I just read, so November 16th is the release date of Warzone 2, DMZ, and Battle Royale. That'll be the launch date of the Battle Pass, which will show you the new Battle Pass system. And then December 14th, they have a Season 1 Reloaded, which is going to introduce raids, which I'm assuming are going to emulate Destiny's raids, which is get a full team together and take on this really hard fucking PvE mission. If that's the case,
raids in Call of Duty. Man, they're really, they're taking out all the stops for this game, man. I've heard rumors that like some of like your favorite old maps are gonna show back up from the previous games, because this game is I don't know if you knew this, but this game is going to be it's going to be the only Call of Duty for the next 2 years. They've stopped doing the yearly release. So this Call of Duty, this Modern Warfare, that's it. From now till 2024, you will not have a new Call of Duty game to jump on. This is it.
I'll be honest with you. The co-op missions they only have 3 of them, and apparently when the season pass comes, they'll have more. Those are really awesome. Alex and I played through 2 of them yesterday, and they were pretty fucking fun. Dude, so they're going to be bringing more of that too. So, man, I gotta say, I am really looking forward to Warzone 2 as well. I'm a big Warzone player.
Sure.
A refresh of it, especially with the mechanics you have. Like if they're keeping these mechanics of like being a little bit slower and more calculated in Warzone, that's going to be kind of a game changer for a lot of players. Like the fact that you can't just sprint and just pop up and start firing anymore is a big deal. But that'll all get balanced by the time it officially releases, I'm pretty sure. They're going to be making tweaks this entire time. Basically, people tweet out what they're bitching about, and then Call of Duty developers are like, "We'll fix it." Yeah,
dude, that's what I told you with the UI. The UI apparently was apparently I heard. You can tell me if this is true or not. I heard that the head of the user interface came from Hulu, so he made the user interface on Call of Duty more like Hulu.
So this is why it's bad.
Yeah.
Before, in every Call of Duty before, if you had people in your lobby, it would show you all together.
Yeah.
And instead, the only way to double check who's actually in your fucking team is you have to hit click an icon, and then it shows you on the left side who's in your party. But it's not even like a squared off section. It's just, it'll show the 3 names in white basic ass lettering. In order to go from multiplayer to campaign, and here's the thing is you can't launch into campaign. So it launches right into multiplayer. You have to click an icon and then choose campaign, and then it has to restart the launcher
Whoa.
to shoot you into campaign.
Well, that sucks.
Which is really cumbersome and stupid.
That's not great. That's shitty design.
So yeah, the UI is also, I think last night, because I did a stream at like midnight last night, and I think last night was the first night that I actually saw my operator skin.
Hey.
Before that, it was bugged out, so it was all the same generic soldier.
Wow, it's almost, dude. It almost sounds like you're in the beta, is what it sounds like to me.
No, that's exactly what it is. This is the test fire. All of us assholes, we dropped $100 for a test fire, and then now they're going to be scouring the Twitter and everything else and reading about what people are bitching about on the Reddit boards, and this is going to be their fine-tuning phase. And then by the time their season pass comes out, you'll probably see the game fairly fine-tuned.
You know what? As a person who's not going to buy for another week or so, I don't. Yeah, let you do all the hard work.
Here's the thing, man. For one thing, I went to that old store named GameStop and traded a bunch of old shit in, so I didn't pay a dime for the game. So is it buggy as fuck? Yeah, but I'm enjoying the campaign.
Oh.
I've had fun with the multiplayer, so I don't really give a shit. I'm enjoying the product I own.
You know what I heard?
People are gonna bitch.
I did hear though. If you buy the physical disc, you don't actually get the game. Did you hear about that?
That's the new way of everything. The first time I knew that was happening is I think I went to go buy a physical disc of Overwatch. That's really long ago, like 5 or 6 years ago on PC, and inside was nothing but a piece of paper with a digicode on it, which for me nowadays doesn't matter because I don't even have a disc drive.
Yeah, no, I was shocked. Call of Duty did the same thing. So Call of Duty did the midnight release at GameStop, like days of old.
Oh,
of course,
cards in there.
But nobody was in there. Nobody was in there.
They could have had it pre-installed.
But you know what, dude? They actually made discs, so people were assuming, oh shit, it actually is just the game. Nah, somebody scanned the game. It's a 70 megabyte file that basically just allows you to download the game. It's nothing. It's bullshit.
What's the point?
That's exactly what people were like. We're going on about. I get it.
You're trying to. Well, what that is right there is trying to keep places like GameStop open.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. GameStop, without the people who bought their short sales and trade-ins, doesn't exist. They have smartly repositioned themselves to be less of a trade in your games and more of a trade in everything you own. We're a pawn shop.
Come down to your local pawn shop.
Come on down to Bargain Bob's GameStop, where you can get a guitar or a PS4.
Get your Game Boys.
You got an old iPhone from 10 years ago? We'll take it.
They do take
bucks,
those
no
there,
problem.
don't they? I feel like I've seen iPhones there.
The funny thing is GameStop, however, has stopped taking in games after their internal inventory is at a certain limit. If you look up, you can look up games that if they got mass trade-ins of, they just don't list a trade-in value because they don't take that game anymore.
We're not taking
so
shit.
They at least got smart there where it's like, no, we've got 600 copies of NBA 2K21. We're not doing it.
Get out of here, kid.
Down at Bargain Bob's, we'll take your gold teeth.
I remember when GameStop became less about gaming and more about, well, just any old nerd shit that they could sell you. So it's like, hey, you like...
remember Funko Land when you'd go in there
I
and
miss Funko Land.
The shelves behind them would be nothing but SNES and NES games. And you would be able to go back there and pull them out to see what they were and how much they were. They all just had like a little sticker on the top sides of them all. Like,
yes,
Funko Land is what I miss. GameStop isn't about games anymore. It's about fucking pop figurines and all that other stupid shit.
Yeah, we had EB Games. We had Funko Land first. Then we had EB Games. And
EB Games still exists in Canada. It's the same company as GameStop, but they just name it differently over there.
Which is gonna die first? Barnes and Noble or GameStop?
Twitch.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say GameStop only because Barnes and Noble is like the only bookstore anymore. Like there's no more Borders. I mean, what other bookstore do you know of has that like that is Barnes and Nobles?
Bale, name a bookstore.
Orange.
There it is. Bale doesn't know how to read.
That's a color and or a fruit.
Reading's a sucker's
No,
game.
we have a couple of bookstore chains in Bulgaria. Amazon and such mega corporations haven't penetrated yet.
Yet.
Well,
Yet.
Amazon will buy Barnes and Nobles, and it'll be Amazon Books where you can pay for it through your phone.
Won't that conflict with monopoly laws though?
I don't think we even enforce those anymore. How does
Antitrust
Disney own
laws.
3/4 of Hollywood?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Bale. I don't know. I
We
don't
used
think
to
any-
say, "Oh, Bill Gates does PCs and consoles." That motherfucker's got a monopoly, bro. Disney owns everything.
every
China
fucking
owns
thing.
the rest in Hollywood.
China.
China, I swear, I've seen movies. That Gina Carano movie, good movie.
Gina
Not like just
Carano.
other movies. She's good. She's an MMA fighter, tough woman, tough broad.
Yeah. Yeah, her Twitter.
She's
real,
got some massive tits on her.
yeah,
now.
real smart in that one. She definitely has been
Like-
punched in the head one too many times. Not her.
Hey, if you look at the actual tweet, it's not what they said it is.
Listen, all I know is that she's a Nazi. Anyway.
Fuck. All I know is she wants us to go in trains to the gas houses. That goddamn Gina Carano.
That damn Gina Carano just marching down Main Street, goose stepping.
How dare she march in front of me with her bulging muscles and her bumpy tits?
Just goose stepping in her SS uniform, tits out. It sounds like an anime, Bills, or maybe you watch.
The funny thing is, she's such a Nazi that Hollywood disowns her, and she goes to Ben Shapiro's movie company, who, the last time I checked, is not a Nazi.
He's a secret Nazi.
He's
Yeah.
the apt pupil.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has internalized racism, dude. Come
Oh
on.
jeez.
Well,
oh,
well,
jeez.
dude, well,
Everything
listen.
about that guy is all about Judaism.
Listen, you see Ben Shapiro, and you think, wow, this guy's a Jew. No ways. But like, that's exactly what a Nazi would have you believe.
Yeah, not Michael
A secret
DiNicola.
Nazi.
He sees Ben Shapiro and he goes, "What a Nazi!"
Yeah, that guy's the king
He
of the
spits on
Nazis. Yeah, it's kind of like
Oof.
the blind
You do realize
Klansman.
he does not go to restaurants that aren't kosher. That sounds so boring. Like he has to, if he goes out to a restaurant, it has to be a kosher restaurant.
I know, dude. This is why you can't
That's
fuck
so
with the
boring.
religious lunatics, man. I was
Fucking
driving
Nazis
down the
have weird
street.
eating habits.
I was driving down the street and I saw one lady in that. What's that thing that they wear? It's not a burqa, but it's like a burqa plus, where it's like
the full
Burqa
cover,
Plus.
the face covering.
Is it- wait,
Burqa-
is it
yeah,
a
that's
Bur-
new
wait.
subscription service? Burqa Plus.
like it's like you barely even
That's
saw her
delicious.
eyes. I wasn't even sure how she was able to walk down the fucking street, man. She looked like
Are you
cousin.
sure it was
she looked like
not
cousin
one
it.
of-
Like it was, dude. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
She's a ninja.
It's like, what the fuck? How are you so
Well, I mean-
involved in your religion that you're like, I have to dress like this?
Well, that's a big part of the religion, is what it is.
Listen.
It's the same thing as Catholics not using condoms.
I have to dress like a gothic beekeeper. My God tells me this is the way.
What was that
Gothic
first part?
beekeeper.
Gothic?
I'm emo beekeeper.
Yeah,
Oh, Gothic beekeeper. I love it. That's gonna be my next Halloween outfit.
that's gonna be my next band name.
Gothic beekeeper.
Yeah, let's cry about Sundays.
Took out my heart.
Gothic beekeeper. Oh boy, boy, do I love to hate these guys. Yeah, no, man, I can't fuck with religious nuts, man. I can't fuck with the people that just
No.
buy that the whole thing. Just hey, listen, I can't eat bacon. It's like, why not?
I love bacon. Sorry.
It's fucking
It's so
bacon.
good.
Bacon. It's haram. What are you talking about? It's like, what the fuck is that? It's not
dude,
halal.
you can't. You
It's
can't
haram,
say it's
bless you.
haram. You need to say it properly. You need to choke on the H. It's haram.
Yeah, no, thanks, bud.
Um,
Here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna draw the Prophet Muhammad right now. I'm drawing him.
Oh, don't.
I wouldn't do that.
Get out.
These people are
There-
fucking nuts. I really
You
wouldn't
d-
do
you
that.
Do not fuck around, man.
I would not do that. No. Have you heard of
There's-
Charlie Hebdo? Might be something you should Google when you think about doing that.
I'm
There
going
are
down like
stupid
Charlie
things to
Hebdo,
do,
baby.
And there are stupid things to not do, Cola. This is one of them.
Somebody's gonna
this
fly.
isn't-
Somebody's gonna fly a prop
Exactly.
plane into my
Fucking
apartment.
is.
Well, you're not kicking a beehive. You're kicking
You
like
said prop
volcanic
plane?
lava.
Who
Prop
Yeah.
plane. He's thinking of the puppets from fucking.
Just
Team
right into
America.
right into the side of my building.
Jesus. Let's hope not. Prop
Boy.
plane. She's coming apart.
Oh boy. Anyway, fuck them, lunatics. Although, hey, Bale, would you go Muslim to bang a hot, like Pakistani
Oh,
broad?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm not even
I can hear-
Christian.
I can hear the prop plane now, dude.
He's coming.
It sounds like one of those wacky racist cars.
Call me Sheik, says Bale, as he shows up, full headdress.
If you are going over to Islam, like that does mean you for a woman, you basically own her at that point, right?
Yeah. Well, at that point, Bale, you can get a couple of them
Now
too.
that you've put now
Yeah.
that you put it that way, is it me owning a woman or a
Well,
female?
I mean, she can't go outside without dressing up like a ninja. You kind of own her, don't
Yeah.
you?
And yeah, like I said, you get a couple of those, not just one. You get a few.
Dealing with one woman is enough of an issue.
Was
Although, you might have to stone a couple of broads or two.
He's over here dealing with one of them who wants emotions and not just dick. What a dumb bitch.
Bale's like, wait a second.
35-year-old single mother.
Bale was anti-Orthodox
you
Muslim
dating a
until
single mother?
he heard that he
Now
could
she
get
rejected him.
he get multiple wives, and he gets to stone gay people. Now he's signed up. Now he's
I was
praying.
gonna say- I was gonna say
He's
you
praying to
could go
Mecca.
Mormon.
He's praying to Mecca right now.
Holy crap, you're just asking for all sorts of trouble.
There's nothing wrong with Mecca, but Mecca is a holy place.
Mecca is a great anime genre.
Mecca is
Again with you and the manga.
Mecca is like Middle Eastern Disneyland, I'd imagine. Right, Bale?
What? Yes, right. The roller coasters. They're everywhere.
They should.
No.
Why shouldn't they? They should Six Flags Jerusalem. What do you say, Matt?
Did you
Well,
just say
that's
oh,
the opposite
fuck,
of
man.
Mecca, by the way. If they put a Six Flags in Jerusalem, the people from Mecca would destroy it in weeks.
Well, you give them one each. Listen, here's what we do.
So
We
wait,
put a
but
Six
what
Flags.
if one is better than the other?
What if-
Then we
No,
got
no,
that
no,
whole
what you
conflict.
do? Knock
Here.
it off with the Wii stuff.
Let's petition to have Six Flags set up
But
shop
again,
right in the
what-
Gaza
what's-
Strip, right there.
Just one roller coaster that goes through Israel and Palestine. Just,
Yeah. The
here comes the
Palestinians
fun.
get to take a peek over the wall, just briefly, just when they get to the
Yeah,
top.
a peak with 7.62 rounds.
Yeah, you call it the Hamas, and everybody's gonna love it.
Is it kosher? It's halal.
It's both.
That's a bad idea.
Bad or
Many will
rad?
die. Well, it would be fun until your roller coaster cart gets blown up by incendiary grenades.
It's a rad idea. You know what, man? I'm realizing chatting with you guys, I don't think I know enough Muslim people.
You piece
They
of
are
shit.
not Pokemon Cola.
How does one find
don't-
Muslims to befriend?
Just go to
You
the
need-
local
Go to
You
local
My
need a
was
mosque.
Muslim.
hunting Muslims.
Muslim. Just go to the
befriend
local Muslim Pokemon gym and just challenge somebody.
them.
I'll just-
What?
I'll just casually be strolling around outside the mosque.
Hey, you wanna be
Outside
my
the
Just
friend?
casually, as you do on a
You wanna be my
Thursday.
friend?
Yeah.
Allah Akbar. You know, white too. Allah Akbar. I don't know.
You guys
I mean,
are
I
in
know-
trouble.
I know. Well, one of my brother's best friend is Muslim, and so is his entire family. I can check that off of my quota.
Hey, look at you. Look at you.
I mean, I
Matt.
don't know. They're pretty normal people. Like his mother's awesome. She runs the roost. Like she doesn't fuck around.
Does she wear a hijab or and stuff like that?
Yeah. I mean, so from my understanding of why they wear it is, it's within the faith and it's a respect thing to the husband. So the idea, I mean, you even have husbands who are like, you don't need to fucking wear it. But, you know, if they are faithful and they look at it as a respect thing for the husband of me, I shouldn't be going out uncovered because I am yours. It's essentially, you know, why should I let the rest of the world gaze upon what I've pledged to you, essentially? It's just written in the scripture
Bale is
slightly
rock
different.
hard right now.
Bale, I'm sorry, buddy. I can't help you on that one.
Wife has to leave the house with his
Not with
permission.
that attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Bale's like,
Saber dick.
the Saudis are right. Why are we letting women drive? This is crazy.
Oh,
I do think the
crap.
Saudis are just worried about their insurance premiums. We have very cheap insurance before we let them drive. What is the problem?
I would love to see Bale just go full. He's like, these are the only people that understand me.
They're the only ones that get me.
They only get it. They live during the good times.
I'm starting to come around on here, Muslims.
Yeah, I'm making a lot of sense out here.
Some lonely Mormon's gonna be converted soon.
No, I was thinking of a Mormon question.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you rather fuck,
you
a
go.
Mormon or a Muslim?
Nope.
Bale, go.
Nope.
Which one will be more repressed and more open to be an animal?
Oh
A
my
Mormon
god,
woman
dude.
or a Muslim
What?
woman?
That's your
That
fucking
took a
razor?
turn, bro. What the fuck just happened?
That's your, like...
I mean,
Oh my God.
a Mormon woman
That's your success criteria, dude?
would be okay with you having theoretically other wives, so there is that.
Is it a Muslim one okay too?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
You knew my name.
Mormon women do make great pies.
How do you know this?
So do the Amish.
According
He
to
looked it
Ethan.
up. He Googled it.
You Googled it?
He Googled, who makes the best pies? Top of the
Fucking
list?
bitches.
The Italians? I don't know. The French? Like, are we talking culinary or just a good
Yeah.
old-fashioned
Oh, pizza.
American apple pie?
Oh, a pizza pie?
No, Dale is talking hair pie.
Ooh,
What the fuck is a hair pie?
it's not a cow pie.
Not a pizza pie.
Not an apple pie either, it seems.
No, it's the bush.
Bush.
geez. But yeah, speaking of
Uh-oh.
classic
of Bush.
American apple pie, I haven't had. He did 9/11, but I haven't had a proper like blueberry and apple pie in fucking over a decade.
Blueberry?
Do they not make them
Do
in
they not
Spain?
make them in Spain?
I've not seen them in the stores. Like they make their own bullshit. That's not a pie. It's empanadas and whatnot. or,
Wait, there's not like a
giant
bakery or
empanadas.
something?
Yeah,
I've
but they're
not seen
Spaniards, dude.
pies
There's
in
banned
bakeries.
blueberries in Spain, you
They
guys.
don't have fucking apples there.
No,
Wait,
they
They
don't.
don't have even
Spain?
apples in Spain.
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseed didn't make it to Spain. He's
No,
like,
he
fuck
did.
this place.
I said,
There are
fuck
no
those
trees over there.
dickheads.
I
Hey,
have
when you
not
say
seen
apple,
pie.
when you say apples in Spanish, do you have to lisp because you're in Spain?
Kind of, because this is from my perspective. The
Because you're
closer
stupid
you,
king.
he's not my. The closer you can speak the native accent, the better you are at the language. At least that's how I view it. So when I want to put in
You're
the effort,
screwed.
I do say manzana.
Mm-hmm. Like
Oh
you
my
gotta
god.
like you have anesthetic on your tongue, like you can't move it.
Do you think
Yeah.
people look at you and go, this asshole trying to sound like us? Just say it in your normal fucking
Just
voice.
say manzana.
Despite that, I've been told I have a very interesting accent.
I could have told you that,
So-
man. You don't even have to speak Spanish.
You speak English to me. Gotcha.
Give me that
American.
manzana.
Do you ever just look people in the eye and go, Inglés? Just say nothing else. And then when they respond to you in English, start speaking to them in El Spanish or Spanish. I don't know what you call
Funnily
it.
enough, since this region has its own like dialect, the Valencian dialect, I've had a situation I can somewhat understand where people would talk to me in the Valencian dialect and I would respond to them in proper Spanish, and that's how the conversation
pissed
would
them
go
off?
on. Probably because at the beginning, my first 2 years, I was being a dick about it. Whenever someone would speak in Valencia, I'd say, "Could you please say that in Spanish?" In Spain,
Asshole.
because in Spain there's
You might as
Caste-
well
there's
say, hey,
Cas-
can you say that in proper Mexican? You are a fucking
Yeah.
jerk.
He
man.
got
Oh.
stabbed
That-
16
that's-
times that night.
that's more or less what I say.
Fuck 'em, Bill.
Good news was it was nothing more than a sardine can, so it didn't cut deep.
Listen. Bale,
Yes.
fuck 'em, dude.
Fuck them Spaniards.
Yeah, the
No.
single mothers too.
Yeah.
Fucking losers.
I would have liked to, but bitches be goofy.
Yeah, she's the goofy one.
Yeah, she should have told him the goddamn train time.
Yeah, right? Maybe she saw your Facebook or Instagram. Was like, yeah, no,
She's like, no.
it'd be fun.
You know what it is? He asked her to wear a fucking burqa date 2, out of respect.
Damn. He didn't even know what to call it. He's like, can you dress like a ninja for me?
That's what he did.
Respect
He couldn't find, nobody would sell him a burqa costume, so he had to go get a ninja costume to ever put that on.
G.I. Joe Snake Eyes costume. Can you wear this for me? Because of my religion.
I'm a devout religious person.
I'm a devout cobra.
Devout cobra.
Did you say a devout cobra?
Yeah, wear the Snake Eyes
Yeah,
costume. It's part of my religion.
The fact that we're on opposite sides turns me on even more.
Yeah, here. You could either wear this Snake Eyes costume or this Optimus Prime costume.
Your choice, I'm Megatron.
Could you say Autobots roll out right when I enter you?
Roll out. I'm in.
Here, why are you dressed like Shia LaBeouf? Don't ask. I'm a big fan of the crystal. I'm a great fan of the crystal skull.
Ooh. I wondered why you had the Fonzie leather jacket on.
And you know that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's when she stopped returning his texts.
She's like, he wanted to go to the gym and then play Fonzie. I didn't know what was going on. I had to get out of there.
Hey Bill, did Fonzie make it to America? Did Fonzie make it to Bulgaria?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Did
what
you
the
say
fuck is
Fonzie?
Wait, what?
The
You
fan.
don't know
Oh,
Fonzie?
shit.
I guess Fonzie didn't make it to Bulgaria. Good to know.
Damn, nobody gave a shit about that greaser in her leather jacket, eh?
Fonzie.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, no.
Hey.
I have no clue what it is.
Yeah, no.
Did you guys
Listen.
know that guy was Jewish?
Sure,
Henry Winkler?
Henry Winkler. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you listen to Kanye, he's got some thoughts about them. He's Team Palestine, I think.
I guess they have teams. Matt, they have teams.
Well, I mean, yeah, not necessarily. It's not like a sporting event, but
There's no jerseys? I'm out.
yeah, it's not the New Jersey Devils.
There's no logos?
It's the Israeli
no trading
missile
cards? I'm
system
out.
protection. Trading cards for your greatest soldiers coming soon. In the stats, it's like decapitated children before. It's like, oh,
What do they call that? The
Hey,
Iron
Matt, are you-
Dome?
Are
The
you
Iron
a
Curtain?
Are you a
yeah,
Halloween movie watching guy during the month of October?
yeah. I watch them all year, but yeah.
How about you, Mike? You're more of a Christmas guy, right?
I do.
can't wait.
I do rock
Or
the
December Christmas month, yeah.
More Christmas.
We do,
But not
we do
so much,
Christmas movies all
not so
month.
much Halloween.
No, I didn't watch any Halloween movies this year. I meant to watch Hocus Pocus with a lady because it's that's our generation, right? We all were children when Hocus Pocus came out. So
Boomer.
yeah, I'm a fucking old boomer. I'm an old fucking boomer, dude. I'm half in the grade according to Gen Z on TikTok. But even that, I couldn't fucking muster the energy to sit down and watch that. Instead, I just watched my
So
anime.
you didn't watch it, or you got through a little bit of it and said
No, didn't even
No.
watch the original.
you didn't get through it all?
Well, it
just-
doesn't help that Hocus Pocus 2 is fucking horrible.
You watch it, Matt?
Yeah, I watched it.
He
My wife
saw all
wanted to
of
watch it.
He directed it.
I was exposed to it.
He played all three characters.
I should have. It'd have been better, funnier at least.
He thought it was crazy that Bette Midler is now more attractive than Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh no, none of them. I mean, the crazy thing is the fat one who lost a bunch of weight.
The fucking
is
pig.
is-
The
the
fat one, that
fucking
fat
pig is she's the best one of them all because like Sarah Jessica Parker she's 75% of her way in transformation of the Crypt Keeper, and you've got Bette Midler who is presumably melting. I when we reviewed it on the podcast,
Under the strain of her own virtue, I think.
Yeah.
I made a joke because it looked like to put the wig on her head, they were trying to control how wrinkly she was. So it looked like her entire forehead was like pulled upward to like flatten it out. And
Jesus
she looked
Christ.
terrible. She looked like, I mean, and it's not even just, okay, the movie when they first show up, there's a song and dance like it's a fucking Bollywood movie. Like
They
they
did?
show up and out of nowhere they're singing and dancing with a group with just for, and the characters in the movie are even like, who the fuck are you singing for? And they're like, you. It's just the big like thing that they go to is Walmart. Like, remember in iRobot when it was like, there's a Pepsi Cola display on those banners, fucking marketing and advertising. They go to a fucking Walmart and it's a big thing in the movie. Or not a Walmart, I'm sorry, a Walgreens.
They go to a Sam's Club.
Look at these low prices.
They want to pick up Dr. Thunder. They say it tastes better. They say it tastes
I'm
better.
a diehard Mountain Mist man.
You know, Dr. Thunder doesn't taste half bad for it being fucking knockoff pepper.
I'll throw down with some Mr. Pibb. Not a doctor, but he's got a good paying job, I'm sure.
Mr. Pibb. Wait,
Mr.
Eric,
Pibb is
why'd
the
you ask
loser
us about the Halloween?
Oh, I was curious as to how many movies Matt got through this Halloween.
Not as many as I like to,
Hi.
but I ran through quite a bit of them. Like we watched most of the Paranormal Activities and Final Destinations together, independently. I generally will watch the harder stuff by myself because my wife actually has a soul. So
Harder ones being like what? Give me two.
more
give
more
me some
violent,
examples.
more. We'll see. Okay, so nothing scares me, so I can't say but more movies that are scarier and/or more gory. Like Final Destination isn't scary; it's just goofy, tense, so she can handle that. She was a trooper with the Paranormal Activity movies. We watched Barbarian together, which wasn't scary, just fucking weird. So yeah, I've been trying to watch as many as possible. I'm halfway through, if not more, of Guillermo del Toro's Curious Case of the Cabinet.
Oh, that's hard to get through, in my opinion. What do you think?
It's not terrible. The first episode sets a good tone because it feels very much like Tales from the Crypt. The second episode was, it's like Willard, but the opposite. So it's whatever. I liked the Coffin because it felt very much like Creepshow to me. The episode with the pathologists I liked, but it was just slow as shit. And then there was I watched the other one. I can't remember what that was, but I'm working my way through it now. I got a little burnt out because I was just kind of hammering down on them.
Damn, dude, you had
I
a
was
whole...
not a fan of that first episode.
Well, see, my sleep is the first episode's the best. My sleep's been really fucked up, so like I've been up till like 4 a.m. I dug the first episode a lot because once again it had the whole karma angle, like the old school Tales of the Crypt always ended on. For one thing, Tales of the Crypt, the main person was always kind of a piece of shit, and they always got their comeuppance in the end.
Yeah, they did.
And that's exactly what number 1 does. But then it really kind of number 2 does that too, but it goes off the rails in stupid directions. It's all based on a grave robber essentially, which it's not a bad one. It's just like they have wasted a bit of episode space. Also, Guillermo doesn't direct anything himself.
Oh, that stinks.
I thought he directed that first one.
No, that was a dude named Guillermo Navarro, I believe.
No, really?
Yeah, he didn't direct it. The only thing he does, I think he wrote some of the stories, but like this next one that I'm watching, I think is directed by the director of The Witch, which everybody loved that movie, but I thought it was just kind of boring. Like, we get it. You think your daughter's a witch and you want to burn her. Like, who gives a fuck? It's The Village without the romance.
It's The Village without the retardation from Adrian Brody.
What? No.
Is that what killed his career? He went full retard in The Village?
He's an Oscar
Did he
winner.
not do? Did he not do The Pianist after that one?
Did he? Which came first?
Was that before?
I think The Pianist was after that. I mean, either way, like, he's had a pretty good career.
Pony Girl, thank you for your subscription. Hey, I found your art from Inktober. I love your art style. No shit.
There it is. It's working. It's working, guys.
It worked. We got one. All it took was 30 drawings and 30 videos, and we got her. Thank you, Pony Girl. Hi.
All for you, Pony
Howdy.
Girl. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Welcome to the madness that is my live stream. It's
I do have Terrifier 2 on the docket. I just need to find time to watch it.
Oh yeah, Eric, you hear that Terrifier 2 is so fucking jarring that people are like shitting their pants in the theater?
Pussies were.
Hell.
People were leaving
What
vomiting.
would be so terrifying that you would evacuate your bowels? What would
Texas.
Taxes?
No.
I thought you said Texas at
is
first.
The
Texas
IRS.
is fucking awesome.
Here's the thing: is I've heard people leaving the theater throwing up, and I haven't seen it. But like in the first one, he does split a girl in half, vagine first. Like it's a budget movie though, so it's clearly not a real person. But that's one of the kills. Like from what I understand, it's gory and it's long. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes long. I'm looking forward to it.
Is there a
I
challenge?
don't have a soul anymore.
Like, can you eat through it?
Oh, I'll fucking, if you want, I'll record myself eating a goddamn sandwich while watching it. I don't care.
I want to try to eat graham crackers and milk through a porno watching, and I couldn't do it. I started getting queasy.
Really?
It was like
You were trying to eat a graham cracker during a porno?
I was
How the
dipping my
fuck does that
I was dipping my graham crackers in some milk, and the guy was like pumping away, and it was just so wet. Like he was like so sweaty. It like did something with my brain. I was like, this is ruining the food.
My milk is that guy's balls.
I mean, basically.
The fuck?
Speaking
of
balls
watching
sweating.
holiday movies, are we doing a Die Hard marathon on Christmas?
Oh,
But
I'm
why
doing
would you
it.
do all of them?
Oh fuck, man.
Like Die Hard 1 through 3, and then maybe the fourth one. But
I
the
mean,
Russian one, I mean,
Which one is the third one?
that's with Samuel L. Jackson's. That's With a Vengeance, brother.
Yeah, which is the one with
Oh,
Justin Long.
That's number
That's the
5.
fourth one.
Or no, that's
What?
4.
There's-
You're right.
Is that
That's 4.
is, wait, or is
The
that
fi- so,
the fifth one is with
okay,
his son, right? Live Free and Die Hard.
Yeah. The
I
fifth
like that
is
one. I saw that one in the
it's
theater.
a good. Okay, it's a good action movie, but it's a shitty Die Hard movie, and I'm going to tell you why.
Tell
When
me
it
why.
left theaters, they gave it a rated R cut, and you know what the rated R cut did? It added in the blood. It stopped the muffling of him saying "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and it
Oh.
completely removed the daughter angle from the movie.
I forgot
if you
there
saw
was
it
a
in
daughter in
theater,
the movie.
The daughter, well, she's the same daughter from the fourth one, but they had her in the fifth movie as well in the theatrical cut, and the unrated edition they removed her storyline completely. They literally only had her in the movie for like 5 minutes to try to get more star power. I like Die Hard 5 as an action movie, but
Mary
it's not a
Elizabeth
good Die
Winstead
Hard.
playing the daughter now.
Yeah, which I mean, her
Who's playing his
greatest
daughter?
role
Who's
was
the
Mary
actress?
Elizabeth
Mary
Winstead.
Elizabeth
The chick from Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
Ramona?
the chick
Ramona.
that's having Obi-Wan's baby.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Die Hard 5, but it's not a good Die Hard movie. Die Hard 4 I like, but it's ridiculous. But Die Hard 3, I gotta be honest, is my favorite of them all.
I mean, even 3 Die
Is that
Hard
the
one
N-word?
still-
Is
still
that,
a
is that the
good
N-word in Harlem one?
Yes, Die Hard
I
3
knew you'd love
is
that one.
It's Sam Jackson saying it. It's okay.
I knew you'd love that
I
one.
love that movie. That movie's writing is better than the first movies because you get the duo
How-
dynamic. No,
I've
it's
not
Die
seen
Hard
that.
in a buddy cop element. It's
Oh,
better than just Die
yeah.
Hard 1.
That's what's his face. Alfred, the butler.
What?
Isn't he the bad guy?
Yeah, his Scar.
Yeah,
from
oh
Lion
yeah,
King.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Scar from
Yeah.
Lion King. Yeah, Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy
is
Irons.
his real name. He is the brother of Hans Gruber.
That's
who
exactly right.
McClane kills in the first movie.
Yeah.
There's that
oh,
badass chick in that movie as well. She's slicing and dicing dudes.
Love a good badass action chick.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, we got to get Marvel garbage stuff down our throat, but everybody ignores Sarah Connor. And I'm talking about Terminator 2 Sarah Connor, not the new
Yeah.
one where she's old and wrinkly.
Yeah, the one where she watches John Connor get his face blown off.
I laughed during that scene.
Yeah, was it?
Because I'm a diehard Terminator fan, and
it
I'm
was
just watching like, what the fuck?
It was CGI Eddie Furlong. He really fucking got it.
Have you fucking seen him lately? He should
Yeah,
just be CGI in
yeah.
person. He looks terrible.
He looks like a fucking diseased tampon come to life.
Oh,
It looks like
come
something
on.
out of a Curious Cabinet of Guillermo del Toro, where it starts as a normal person and
He
like
looks
becomes
like
him.
something that Guillermo del Toro left in the cabinet. It was too much.
Right? Some things we should probably leave locked away.
Edward Furlong, stay there.
Have
Stay
you
where
ever
you
seen an
are.
apple turn into a fat middle-aged piece of shit? Here we have Edward Furlong.
Eddie went a little too hard on the meth.
Whatever. I'm gonna say he's a boozer and he likes cheap Vegas buffets.
He went a little too hard on the cat tranquilizers, right, Yoji? Oh shit! Speaking of cat
I've tried
tranquil-
heroin, but nothing's got anything on these cat tranks.
Speaking of cat tranquilizers, look who it is. It's the man who can't set foot within 100 feet of any veterinary place. It's Midream LA.
Look, it's
Huh?
the guy who can't. What do you say? I can't step foot within 100 feet of a.
He called you a cat rapist.
Oh, a cat
Yeah,
rapist.
yeah,
Yeah.
No,
specific.
no. I didn't say
He called
cat
him
rapist.
it was too general. It's an animal rapist.
Oh, sorry, animal rapist. I
Yeah,
don't want to.
he just as easily fuck a cat as he would a parrot. Come on now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you in that
Parrot fucker.
category. I retract.
It's
my
not
statement.
about
it.
me fucking the cats.
It's about the cats fucking him. It's really what
It's
it
about
is.
the cats getting fucked.
Yeah. It's about cat pleasure. Listen, have you ever seen an adult tabby mount a man, a full-blown man? Well, you're about
Well,
to.
Underblown man.
You're about to. Show him, Mitchell. Hang on, I'll get some water. I'll be right back.
Are you talking about furries? Are you calling me a furry?
That's a
No, I
really
think-
bad way to walk into this conversation. Mitchell. How
I
you
do,
doing,
yeah.
pal?
I do think he was legitimately implying that you're on a sexual watch list for a veterinarian clinic.
Yeah.
How's your
It's
day?
weird. It's been good. I woke up at like 5 a.m. I just worked like a 12-hour day on set. It was kind of fucking cool. It was a good time.
Can you say what the film is?
Yeah, it's a film on Davy Crockett. I think it's called Savage Lands.
Who's in that? I've heard. Who's in it? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't looked up the actors yet. I always end up working with these actors, and I don't know who they are until I Google them after the movie, and I'm like, oh shit, it's them. You know, so I don't know. I don't know their names.
I've heard of that movie. I don't remember who's in it, but I thought somebody fairly big.
You heard of it? It's in production right now, though.
I heard the name. I'm a movie dude.
Wild. Yeah. Yeah. It was a cool day. How's it been in here? I haven't been on chat with y'all in a minute. I fucking check all the time, and Mike's just not online. I guess I don't know his schedule or something. How y'all doing? What's happening?
Bold of
he
you
had-
to assume there is a schedule.
He had some computer shit going on. He messaged me and he's like, I figured out why my computer keeps crashing. None of his fans were spinning.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
He-
Was
he-
that a
he-
BIOS issue?
I would see. I don't know. I didn't get the full scoop. I think he just had to blow the fans out because they're just so clogged with dust
Oh god.
and dead skin and such. Yeah.
All that-
So because he kept getting his shit like crashing when he was trying to play Overwatch, and he was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yo, any of y'all have the Steam Deck?
No, I want one
That'd be-
so bad.
No.
Is
I
it
would like
is
one
it easier
because
to
you
get
can
these
play.
days?
Probably
Yeah.
easier
Oh,
to
there's a
do,
huge
but-
wait list.
No,
I
no,
heard
there
there was a
is.
huge wait list. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get it within a week now, I think.
I got mine at Walmart.
Oh, you have one?
No, I wish.
I've just been hearing great things about
Sorry,
it.
that fucking exchange was just fucking brilliant.
What's really neat about it is you can
Yeah,
plug it into a monitor and use it as a little portable PC. It runs off of Steam OS.
Yeah, and allegedly, you can emulate Nintendo games.
Well, I mean, they're already doing it on the Shield, so I don't see why the Steam Deck couldn't do it.
What is the Shield? What is this?
The NVIDIA Shield, like, if you have a NVIDIA Shield, it's NVIDIA's like handheld kind of thing they got out there. I guess
Oh.
in the Chinese market, you can buy things like Mario 64 and everything emulated for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen YouTube videos of the Steam Deck running every game through like up to like PS4 stuff, you know. So it's like,
Yeah, it
You can
definitely.
do
If
Final
I
Fantasy 14 on it.
if I had $500 to that, I just like somebody's like, here, blow it on something. I'd be in contention.
Oh yeah, totally.
yeah, I think it's got to be my next like fucking splurge buy, you know.
Yeah, I don't get any of those for quite some time. This past year, I bought a $3,000 electric drum kit.
Yeah, that's
What did you
that'll
do?
do, pig.
So this past year, I purchased it was $2,600 plus the amplifiers and everything, to which I bought two. So about $3,500 on an electronic drum kit and all the fixings.
Oh, nice, cool.
So my splurging days are over for the time being. Although if my wife keeps buying white girl shit to hang on the walls in my house,
I'm sorry, did you
I
say
have to
white
say-
girl shit?
Dude,
Yeah,
it's like okay,
define what, Karocha?
sconces, fucking candles that are hanging on the wall, and it's like that fucking the distressed wood background. Like she's gone full. She's turned my house into a fucking Etsy exploded in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know what
You know
that's
what
like.
that means, right? That means a full-blown gaming table in your dungeon.
Oh yeah. Well, so my desk is in our bedroom, so I do feel bad sometimes. Like last night, I did a stream until like 2:30 in the morning, and her ass was sleeping in the living room. Well, okay, so this is
As
what
you should.
happened. She came here, get on the couch.
Jesus, fail.
I've got Call of Duty to play. Well, no, she came home and she knocked out on the couch, and she knocked out very early, and I was like, oh, it's fucking 9 o'clock. What am I gonna do? So I was just hanging out, and I got bored, and I was like, I'll fucking do a stream, and then went until like 2:30.
Oh wow. Why do you do that to yourself, Matt?
Because I'm not sleeping either way. And I,
Mm.
unfortunately, with my sleeping patterns, when they get all fucked up, it interacts terribly with my ADHD. And I need, like, the way I explain ADHD to people, it's as simple as this. I have to have, at all times, multiple wavelengths of some sort of data incoming, whether I'm reading something, listening to something, watching something, playing something. There's always got to
Really?
be something going on.
Had you always had that?
Yeah, it was undiagnosed throughout all of my childhood. I got older, and then actually I was on medication and everything for it. My insurance lapsed, so I was on medication for anxiety and everything as well. Insurance lapsed, I had to go cold turkey off of everything. So I've been off of meds for a few years now.
Nice.
So I
So
don't
wait,
have,
but
so
you
unfortunately,
should be
just find
on it.
ways
Is
to
that
do
what you're saying, Matt? Your insurance just
Well,
lapsed.
Well, it was also at the point where I looked at it as perfect timing, because with the anxiety meds, it became, you get what you're prescribed, and at first that's enough. And then you start going, well, I have 30 of these one-a-day Xannies, and that's plenty for me. Plus, I have my daily that I take, and you can't take more than the daily because that'll fuck you up completely. But you have 30, for in a whole month, you got 30 of the little Xannies per day. And for a little bit, one a day works, and then you need 2 a day, and then 3 a day. And before you know it, your 30-day monthly supply is now down to a couple weeks. So then you get higher dosages, which I did, and the body kept acclimating. So I was already at a point where I was thinking that I needed to get off these things anyways.
To it.
Oh yeah, but the body's an incredible creature. It can adapt to most things. And one of the
way you
things
said it was
is
a
your
little
tolerance.
gross, Matt.
Okay. I mean,
The body
your
was an
body's
incredible creature.
your body's a wonderful creature, Eric. I said it.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's a wonderland. But yeah, so I was already at the point in my life where I'm like, I need to get off these for right now. Like, I'm not a zombie, but I'm still getting anxiety. I'm still getting these issues. So now I just deal with it. And yeah, sometimes, I used to have insomnia a lot. So every now and then, like right now, I'm in a period where no matter what I do, I can't fall asleep till 3:34, and I wake up at 8:30, 9 o'clock a.m. no matter what.
Jesus, man.
Do you think you're crazy?
Sometimes
Like when you
wanna,
don't get that much sleep?
No, I mean, I've gone like 30 hours no sleep. Like I've been to the
Holy.
point where you start to hallucinate. Like I had serious insomnia at one point in my life. So like I don't like get afraid of anything like that. Like I know, because I know what's going on. And I eventually knock out. It's one of those things where like your average person, I presume, goes, oh, I'm tired, let's go to bed. And I sort of have to wind my mind down, almost like it's a train. We got to slow it down before we can stop. And sometimes it takes quite a, it's periods. Like it's a couple week rough period right now of about 4.5, 5 hours a day.
Dude, 5.5 hours is like my normal. Like a good sleep session for me is like 5.5 hours.
Well, and it all depends though. Like I don't sleep well either. I toss and turn. Like and it's all probably due to I had sleep apnea as a kid. So who knows if there's still lingering shits with that or whatever. But I sleep like shit. Which my wife is the opposite. She knocks out and she's dead to the world. Me, I hear my fan make a weird noise and I'm up ready to go.
I missed it. Why did the sleep thing come up?
Oh, I don't know what we were talking about, to be honest with you.
Oh, you were streaming
Oh,
last night until 3 with. Why are we talking about that?
I think we ended up talking about my medication history somehow.
Oh, yeah. You on any medication right now?
No, just herbal.
Nice.
Midge, are you taking your meds?
My actual meds?
Yeah, your schizophrenia meds.
No, I haven't taken those in a couple years.
Love that. Love that, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking raw dog in reality.
It's kind of cool, man. I just kind of accepted it. I do things that are, if I were to talk to somebody about it, they'd probably be kind of like, I don't know. It's just life. It's normal shit to me. I'm just having a good time.
Guys, I gotta run. I gotta go do a stream of my own.
All right, bud.
All right. Later, Matt.
Have a good
Have
one.
a wonderful evening, everyone.
Catch you later, Matt.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, leaning from the schizophrenia thing, but somewhat related, I was having this conversation the other day. Your thoughts in your head. Do you guys have a voice in your head that is your voice reading your thoughts out to you?
I didn't used to.
No shit.
Like, it used to be completely blank, and it was just like emotion, image, like thought form puzzle pieces that would like link together. And I remember even talking about it with somebody, being like, "Oh, it's weird. You guys have constant narration. I don't have this." And I was talking to somebody, and then the schizophrenic break happened, and all of a sudden I had a lot of fucking voices.
Wait, can we talk about that really quick, Mid-Dream? You said you never used to have thoughts that was narrated by your own voice, right?
Yeah,
And then
I
the
not.
break happened. What was the break? Are you comfortable enough to say?
Yeah, actually. Sure. I was sexually abused on LSD.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, that was something.
And
That was really something.
so that's when you had your break, and then from there on down, you were saying you started to have voices in your head.
Yeah.
Were the voices unique in and of themselves, or were they different versions of your voice?
It was weird. A lot
Is
of
it hard to
different.
explain?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very hard to explain. A lot of different voices, and they're all trying to like convince me that they were me. And now I've kind of taken, and I've like kind of dissociated and like taken a step back to the point where like, Austin is trying to convince me that I am Austin, and he's doing a pretty good job. I'm supposed to go to the mirror and look and be like, hey, this is me. I am Austin. I'm supposed to do that, but I'm kind of past kind of even believing in that. So I'm like, yeah, even the voice that sounds like me can maybe, coerce me into believing that I have a narration in my head that is mine, but it just kind of runs on its own. And I'm like kind of thinking in the background in that same kind of non-narrative thinking fashion of like, all right, I guess I'll listen to these guys for a little bit, kind of play along until I don't know. I'm just kind of doing stuff. Yeah. But like,
so without the medication in place, is that a constant that's happening right now in the background? Well, not right now, but is it a constant that's happening in the background?
Yeah, like yesterday on set, there was some weird stuff. We were working on like a cliff face, and it wasn't super safe. And they kind of called out to me, and they didn't use my name calling out to me. They were like, "Hey, boom guy, we need you to do this." I kind of snapped back at them, and I was like, "Listen, this and that, and like this is dangerous, and y'all gotta fucking get your shit together before you ask me to do shit." And long story short, I felt bad about it. Everybody, like the cast, came around me later and were like, "Yo, dude, props, that was cool. We all wanted to say that, and you did." So I was in kind of like a contentious mode, and I got home. I'm in my bed. I'm like drawing and sort of like making music, and like 3 or 4 of the cast members the crew members walked into my room, sat down on my chair, and talked to me, asked if I was okay, and I did all this stuff, but I was alone, This is almost every day, like usually after I have a conversation with people, their voice remains in my head for a while, and they're in my space for a while. They come and they sit down next to me, for
Mhm.
like a week afterward, especially if there's something like emotionally tied there, which is why I'm so livid with with this guy Samuel Tucker Young, because he knows about the shit but firsthand that my brain goes through, and he was just kind of like, yeah, well, I kind of want what I want, and fuck you and anything you have to deal with it, due to these
No.
consequences. And he just kind of fucking shit all over the place and was like, I don't really give a shit, man. It's not up to, and like, so it's, I try to be as forgiving as I can, but if I let somebody in that close and they understand what I have to deal with and they just fucking shit on it, then like they can eat a fucking cock sandwich with shit all over it or something. I don't know. It just pisses me off. But the difference is Mike could get away with the same shit. I think it's that he pretends to be better than that. You know? That's what fucking, like, Mike, you're a fucking dirtbag. I fucking love the shit out of you. You're a fucking dirtbag, and you could probably get away with anything with me.
I have dirtbag tendencies, it's true.
But you're not pretending that you're not a fucking dirtbag.
No.
Like, you're
I'm under no
honest and
illusions.
genuine.
I'm under no illusions that I'm prone to misbehavior
But-
and ill-gotten deeds.
So long story short, yeah, it's every fucking day.
But not. I wouldn't try to intentionally kind of screw you over, friend.
I know that. Yeah, because you're also
I
not
do.
lying about who you are.
I know. I'm just,
It's that added layer of duplicity. Mid-dreams.
Yeah, that it fucks me up. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, mid-dream.
I appreciate you guys. Really do.
What's this movie? What's this movie set you're on?
It's like a Western. It's a Davy Crockett thing. Pretty cool. I'm working with some really, really wonderful crew members here in town locally. Cause I'm usually working in Georgia, and I'm finally doing a feature film in Nashville. So I'm like driving to my own house tonight instead of a hotel. It's kind of cool.
Oh, nice. Nice change of pace.
Yeah, totally.
Well, dude, isn't Georgia where that giant movies production place is?
Was there an influx of movie productions in Georgia?
I mean, yeah, Georgia has wonderful tax incentives for film, which is why you always at the very end of the movie you see like the Georgia peach at the end. That's not a company; that's the state of Georgia. Yeah, so like people film in Georgia all the time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
How long of a drive is that from where you're at?
Georgia?
Yeah.
It's like I mean, depending on where we're going, it's like a 7 to 8 hour drive usually.
All right, not too shabby, not too shabby.
Yeah, you stay down there for like a month or something.
Are you still working on your music?
I am. I wrote a song last night actually. That's it's very screamy and it's kind of like hard rock metal electro. Think like the Doom Eternal soundtrack meets like Wolf Mother essentially.
Ooh, okay. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm just kind of going everywhere. I don't really care anymore. I just want to put stuff out because I like doing it.
Yeah, let it out, man. You've got that.
Yeah, I was playing it pretty safe.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah. I kind of once I released that album, I kind of dipped into heavy art mode for like 5 or 6 months. I think I'm swinging back into music here.
Love it, man.
I can hear children crying in the background. I'm gonna excuse myself for the evening, gentlemen.
Oh,
you guys
yes.
have a good one. Thank you for the conversation.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, cool talk.
Thanks for swinging by, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Later.
Catch you later.
Forgot Bale was here. You get so quiet sometimes, but
I mean, here's the thing. When I don't have any input besides nodding my head, I just don't say anything and let you guys talk.
Bale's like, my brain isn't retarded like that.
racist or sexist, you could say. So.
No, we passed being racist or sexist like a little before you joined.
Yeah, we got it out of our systems early.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went from rating single mothers to then Colin asking me if I would date a Muslim woman or an.
I said, yeah.
A Mormon woman.
Oh fuck. I said, would you rather fuck a Mormon or a Muslim? Is what I said. And then I said, I was gonna draw the Prophet Muhammad, mid-dream.
No.
I didn't though. I didn't. And then I was talking about burqas and hijabs, and I call the ladies that wear burqas gothic beekeepers. So listen, we were very offensive earlier. Yes, what?
What did you pick, Mormon or Muslim?
Yeah, what'd you pick, Bill? I forget.
I think I went with Mormon because they make better pies.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that was my choice.
Which
I haven't had a proper pie like over a decade.
Which, by the way, is not a stereotype I've ever heard. He says he heard it from some comic book artist.
He grew up Mormon. He's supposed to know this. If he says it, I am taking it at face value according to his own life experiences.
I could see Midream banging an Amish girl during Rumspringa,
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, there's a chance of like redhead genes in there, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Listen.
Yeah. Midream, are you going to the Amish paradise this year?
Nah.
Yeah, wait. Hey, Midream, what are the odds of running into an Amish where you're at, in your part of the country?
I have no idea, man.
It's got to be low, right? I don't think they're where you're at. I know they're in the Midwest.
Yeah, I don't know where that happens. Iowa, maybe?
Wisconsin for sure. Had a couple of Midwesterners. I think in Michigan too, as well. But definitely Pennsylvania, as we all know. Pennsylvania's
We all
Amish.
know. Why do we know?
Well, Pennsylvania's Amish country.
Is it?
Yeah, it's literally called Amish country, or I think they call it Dutch country, even though they're mostly they're German. I think.
How do you get Dutch when you're talking about the Amish?
Well, because their language comes, it's Germanic. I believe it's a Germanic offshoot.
The Amish have their own language?
Yeah, they do.
You're fucking with me, dude.
No, I'm not. I shit you not, man. The Amish don't speak. They do speak English, but they call it something else. I think they call it. I don't know what they call it.
But you beat him that language.
You check it. Yeah, you Google it. Shit you not. Google it. Amish language. I believe it's just a type of German, like a German dialect. Mid-dream. Hey, Matildo's here.
What the fuck was that response?
What did he say?
Did you not hear him?
No, it sounded like he said ribbit like a frog.
No, he sounded like a pit bull that had his jaws around an 8-year-old's neck.
Yeah. Oh, see, I thought he went ribbit like from Star Fox on the Nintendo 64.
What's the frog's name? Pippi? No,
I think
Peppy. That's the
Peppy.
rabbit.
That's the rabbit. Rabbit.
That's the frog.
Hey,
Slippy?
I think it's dude. Slippy sounds. Let's see. Alexa, what's the name of the frog character from Star Fox 64?
Slippy sounds like a nickname you'd give to a
Nah,
woman's vagina.
damn. What good use are you?
What the fuck do you? What the fuck do you know? Then?
What's up, Matilda? Matilda, Midream is in the chat. He's in the voice chat. Midream, you want to say hi to Matilda?
Hi, Matilda.
Is she? Do you know lots of Dutch people? Not Dutch people, Danish people. Always first mix those two up. Do you know lots of Danish people, Midream?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I know Danish people.
You get around. You're a man about town. You're a man of the world.
I've slept with one person in the last 2 years, essentially. Yeah.
Wow. And that person was
Yeah,
Sam.
and
Go on.
And Midream has taste. Like, why would he go around meeting and talking and knowing Dutch people? Not Dutch people, Danish people.
You're fucking it up, dude.
The fact that a European did it makes it that much better for me.
I know, right?
Shut the fuck up, Bale. Matilda, I saw you streaming earlier. I didn't recognize the game you were streaming, but I did think, oh, look at Matilda. She looks nice. I didn't say hi or anything, but I did think that. I also thought you were crouched a little bit low to your screen. You were like hogging the right corner of your screen. I thought, I wonder what she's doing. I wonder what this Danish broad is up to. Do you think Matilda would let me crash at her place if I ever visited her neck of the woods?
Hell yeah.
But what I
Yeah,
want,
sure.
but what I want to crash at her place is the next question.
Yeah. Will you ever allow yourself to be in her neck of the woods to begin with?
Well, I'd go to
Here's the
Copenhagen.
thing though, if you
Apparently, it's beautiful.
If you
over
do,
there.
you might get a chance to meet Jan and hear his Arnold speech live and in person.
Sure, you could crash. Yeah, but then you gotta listen to them banging. Just fucking her
You should just have
her
that loud
grunting and
squeaky
him
voice.
squeaking and carrying on.
Matt's not here to do an armor impression and be like, Yari, I'm coming.
Yarr. Yeah, him coming like a dirty pirate. Hey, Midram, you ever overhear your friends making love?
Yeah, occasionally.
I once jerked off to a couple of my friends banging.
Really? Were you in the same room or were you outside the room?
I was out. They left the room ajar, and I think they did it on purpose because they're freaks, sex freaks. But I didn't want to get in there, you know. I didn't want to.
Right.
I didn't want to. I really was not my cup of tea, and also it was the bad kind of threesome. But like they left the door ajar, almost like an invite. But I thought I don't want to join in, but I could jerk off listening to this. Because like they were both being like quite loud. You know,
She was really a nasty freak.
yeah, it was pretty performative, you know? It wasn't your average, like they knew I was in the other room, clearly. So, like, they could have played it, you know, they could have toned it down. They could have tried it, but, like, they weren't trying to tone anything down, dude. If anything, they were trying to ramp it up.
Nice.
Matilda, you ever listen to your friends banging? You told me I could crash at yours, so of course, yeah, no, you could always crash on my couch, bud. But he didn't mean it. No. She's small. I mean, I don't know if I'd let her and Jan over. Because I don't have a fold-out couch. I just have the one couch. So, like, he'd have to, like, sleep on the floor or something.
Huge monster cocks.
You think Jan's got a big schlong? Nah.
Yeah.
I think it's mid-level. Mid-tier.
I think it's probably somewhat wide and bends a little bit downward.
Downward.
Yeah, tiny bit.
Oh,
Got a
dude.
slight downward curve.
Dude,
little bit wide.
Austin, did you hear that Raquel Lilly was dressed up like an e-girl and then got banned for 3 days off Twitch?
For doing what?
She sat on a cupcake with her. She was in a bikini and she squished a cupcake between her butt cheeks and then ate it. That's fucking funny, dude. You can't deny that's fucking funny. But it's against
Dude,
TOS.
which is fucking ridiculous. How is it against TOS? What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know what bylaw she broke. According to Twitch laws, subsection B, 32D, second paragraph from the top, thou shalt not crush a baked good betwixt your cheeks.
I always thought her song "Fuckboy" was super funny. Because, like, if you switch up, what have you heard her song "Fuckboy"?
I have heard her song
Yeah,
"Fuck
dude,
Boy."
like, it
It's
came out,
catchy.
like a few years ago. It's catchy, huh?
Yeah, it's a cool track. I just thought it was funny. If you turn it around, if I was here singing a song about like you're just a slut or like you're just a whore, like,
Yeah. No, true. You're
Yeah.
just Here's my
It's
song.
hilarious, man.
Here's my song.
Nice.
You're a dirty whore. From
Yeah!
Svetan.
Shut the fuck up, Mike DiNicola.
Don't look at me, man. That's listen. Midstream's right.
want to do it. We should do it. We should cover that song as men.
The song is called E-Girl.
E-Girl's not necessarily slutty, though.
No. No, E-Girl is just a lady who makes their money off of simps on the internet.
Yeah. Hey, are you doing the subscription thing on your Instagram?
I haven't unlocked it yet, dude. Cause I
Really?
just started my Instagram, so I like this last month I finally hit like 1,000 followers on it. My other account unlocked that subscription thing months ago, but like right before.
Why do you have two accounts?
I bricked the other one, or I fucking shuttered it. Like you can't even go to the other one anymore.
What do you mean? I've been to it.
Michael DiNicola art, that's gone. It's not even on. It's not on. Like you cannot access it anymore. The only one that's up is Michael DiNicola, just regular, just that.
I don't believe you.
Yep. Vanished. Nobody. I'd assume Mike sees me as some tiny fairy gnome thing. Nobody calls wholesome music streamers e-girls though. And he's like, yeah, probably have a shoebox where she could fit. Don't talk about Corey that way. E-girl tends to be, or typically was, the gamer girl types too. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, my 20K account got approved for Instagram subscriptions. Like, yeah, I want to say like around early summer.
How did you get that up to 20K, man?
I just at the time I was doing portrait stuff, man, and I was doing like nothing but fan art portraits, and it was crushing the algorithm.
Are portraits of like what, like comic characters?
Celebrities and shit, man. I was doing photorealistic style portraits. Is what it was like. Was all I drew.
Nice.
And that people love photorealism, and people also love fucking, fan art nerd shit. So you put those two together, and you get a following, and that's what I did, and that's how I rolled, and it was fun. But yeah, shut it down. All gone now. And now I'm starting fresh with nothing but my comic book art and a good time, Bale.
Yeah, Bale. Hey, thanks for that sauce the other day. Mike, I keep up with your meme channel 100% all the time. I see everything that's posted there. Bale posted the sauce to some fucking smut in there the other day. Gotta appreciate you, Bale. You know your material. I gotta give it to you.
I got you, baby.
He can always revive it though. I can always de-archive it. Yeah, thanks to but I kind of like starting from the ground up, fresh. It's nice. I'm on my way. I got 1,500 followers so far. Headed towards 2K.
Nice.
And I got about, honestly, Midream, I was around 900 before. On October 1st, I was around 900. So the 600 that I got in the last month. So who knows? Maybe if I keep it up, I'll get a. If I keep it up, maybe I can keep growing.
Hell yeah.
That's the plan, baby.
When you found the formula. It's basically just draw lewd fan art.
Yeah, dude, I unlocked the formula. We need to hear Jan on voice. Where is Jan? Where is Janathan? Toxic. showering. I feel like that dude's always in the shower. Why is that guy so sweaty all the time, Midger?
Because
From all the
Toxic
sex.
won't let the man breathe. Yeah, pretty much.
He's just
She's
humping. She's just humping
milking him.
all the
Fucking
time,
milking
man.
that guy.
That
Yeah,
guy's
she's
just
like a honey badger in heat.
that guy's just hump, 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 hump.
Mike, I was bummed. I haven't seen you go live in a second. I've been checking in. I was happy to see you live today.
Yeah, baby, your boy is live. You know what I would like to do, man? If I could, I would definitely like to do like an Instagram and or like TikTok live while I went live here. That'd be fun. Wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
Isn't that a lot of like setup?
Well, I
'Cause
think.
you're gonna need your phone.
Well, I think what I would do is I would just keep 2 phones just up, or 1 phone. Maybe just start with 1. I just have my, because it's not like my phone is. It's like my phone is doing much here by itself. It's just kind of sitting off to the side here. So like just having another camera like up here. That's just like a TikTok feed. I'd do that. Is Midream still doing the C++ coding stuff?
Hell yeah! I was reading about it on set today on my phone. I was not last night, but the night before. I was studying, and I've actually completed a couple of VSTs that are useless and pointless, but they work. They mount successfully in my music programs, and I'm super fucking stoked.
Nice, dude. Congrats.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm fucking getting there, man.
I
Ludart.
didn't know you were working on.
What's up,
coding
Micah? Ludar is definitely a growth strategy, but it's not the only strategy. It all depends on your audience. Probably not a great idea if you've cultivated a more G or PG rated audience. Yeah, that's true. No, if you're definitely looking for an all ages audience, you probably shouldn't flash the titties in your art. Bail, you pervert. Bail.
Hey,
Can't
I'm
help it.
driving. Who asked about the C++?
Too woke to
Too
toke.
It was too cool.
Yeah, he's a big fan of you learning how to C++.
Same, dude.
What made you get into that? I didn't know you were a coder.
Yeah.
Money.
No, actually, it seems to be like it seems to be the to me personally the coolest creative tool that I can find. You know, I draw, I paint, I make music, I make film. I as soon as it becomes creative, I become obsessed. You know, cooking, I hated it. I hated eating until cooking became like a creative endeavor for me. Then all of a sudden, I fucking love cooking, and I realized how much I could do with coding as a creative tool, and I just lit up the same nervous pathway that all that other stuff does, and it just latched on and took hold. And I'm a huge fucking fan, man. It's cool shit. I want to build cool stuff with it, you know?
Turk says loot art is the way to go, homie. You don't need G or PG followers. Flowers? Yeah, no, Midream, dude, that's great to hear, man. I love that you found a new outlet, a new passion, and a new set of goals for yourself, man. I think that's some of the most important stuff you could do. To keep away from keep away from stagnation, to keep your mind sharp, find new hills to climb, man. New ways to express yourself. It's excellent,
man. Yeah, me too. I think it's really cool.
Oh, baby. Tulok, the more you know. I wonder if Boba TV still works. Hang on.
Are we going thought spotting?
Dude, Boba TV still's up. Look, check this out.
Oh no, redheads.
Look at this.
Fucking disappointed.
What is Boba TV? What am I missing out on here?
Boba TV
It's a
has-
website that shows you all of the thoughts.
What? What do you
I
mean,
mean,
all of them?
That bitch is working too much.
The spoopy girl has some TOS attire. Are you sure? And they banned Raquel Lilly.
Okay.
Yowzes.
Dude, Twitch is dumb, man. I'm happy for the people that I met along the way. You know, some of them.
Shama
Y'all.
Shama you. I like Shama you. I don't like I don't like most. I like some. The rest of you are fuckheads. And I don't care for you.
What is good for me is writing, you know, to keep you on task, doing something creative. It's fucking wonderful, dude. I love it for that, and I think it will always be great for that.
What are you writing?
I mean, like writing music, you know, like like writing an album live in front of people is riveting. That is so cool.
You're riveting.
But the rest of it, you're sexy.
That spoopy girl. Yeah. No, dude, you're right. Fuck yeah, man. You preach, Pastor Jacobson.
Pastor pee pee poo poo.
Dude, I could see you the pastor of a mega church.
I'm down. Did I tell you I visited a mega church?
No, what's it like, man?
It was intense, dude. It was cool. At first, it was kind of super beautiful, and like so beautiful to the point where it kind of moved me to tears.
Sure.
And I was like, wow, this is really wonderful. And then like the shit started, like it just got it only got worse from there essentially. And eventually I stood up mid sermon and I was like, I'm not taking this shit, I'm out. So it went from like moving me to tears out of like the sheer beauty of it to being like absolutely disgusted and needing to like leave the room.
I mean, that sounds about right, man.
Dude, yeah, man.
It sounds about right. That beauty is like it's like an illusion, you know. Like you ever see those predators that can blend into their environment and look like something else entirely, something harmless.
Yep.
And then boom, that's how they fucking. Next thing you know, you're in its mouth.
Yeah.
That's by design. What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, I was bummed.
Who'd you go with?
I went alone.
Oh, I would have went with you.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I even asked some of my friends. That's when I realized that I was gonna just start doing a bunch of stuff alone all the time, and really fucking cool, man. You run into some wild situations doing stuff alone.
Yeah, of course. And Dirk gently says, I'm definitely a fuckhead, but I'm a good fuckhead.
Nice.
Tulok says, you need to find a hot church girl.
You could. I mean, I would love to. That sounds wonderful.
I don't think, listen, man, I'm not and have never been anti-religion. I'm anti-religious zealots, and I'm anti-hardcore religious confines. That's what I was ripping. Like when I was ripping on ladies who wear burqas and stuff, and when I was calling them gothic beekeepers, it's from the lack I've found of the devout orthodox types in their like zealotry the inability to question why they do the things they do. That's all. But no, man, I don't have any problem with religion by itself, just for religious sake. If that's, you know, listen, if you're devout, you know, you wish to worship in your own way, go fucking crazy. Who cares, man? That's got nothing to do with me. If you find, hell, there are a lot of people that find that kind of spirituality to be very helpful. You know, they find through a path to God salvation in many different ways. Fine by me. Preach it, brother. Fine by me. So yeah, dude, I could probably, you know, I could probably date an open-minded religious person. But a closed-minded religious person, or hell, just a closed-minded person in general, I have no time for that, man. You nailed the accent, my dude. Bale, I'm drawing a bigger eye here. Bale, you sexy Bulgarian Egyptian nightmare.
Wait, Bulgarian and Egyptian?
No, I'm making that up. I just want to know where he's at. He's not here because if I had called him Egyptian and he was in earshot, he would have fucking spoke up.
I'm back. I was in the bathroom, but I was listening.
What'd you say when I called you Egyptian?
I was like, but where the fuck did you think of Egyptian? Like, of all the things you pulled out of your ass, where did you get Egyptian?
I'm just imagining.
Lately you've been drawing your eyes even bigger, more anime. It's been working really well. I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
Where did you get Egyptian? Listen, I'm just imagining your face on the Sphinx. That's all.
I am the Sphinx.
Yeah, you got that big schnoz.
Yeah, the Sphinx was modeled after me.
Nice.
Midream, do you know that Bill had a little bit of a schnoz on him? It's not bad though. I wouldn't say. I mean, I'd tease him if it was. I probably wouldn't. As a matter of fact, your butt. I probably wouldn't tease you if I thought it was a sore spot. It's no. It's like actually, in your face shape looks a little bit more Greco-Roman. I'd say, Bill.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It looks more classical.
Yeah, Roman features, man. I'd say. I was homeschooled and grew up Christian fundamentalist, still afraid of the rapture and burning in hell, even though I don't believe in it anymore. Strange how childhood beliefs follow you. Oh, man. What a bummer, dude. What a bummer, man, to be introduced to the Lord or God or just a concept that could be so beautiful, right? What a bummer that to introduce that concept to a child, but like introduce the concept of like being burned alive for eternity for doing something that is, you know, quote unquote wrong.
Mike, are you an atheist?
No, I find there's a certain arrogance inherent to atheism that I don't like.
Right.
Being that, you know, like, this doesn't exist. This is whatever. This is nonsense. I don't know. I'm not that committal in that way. I'm way more like, I don't know. That's more my jam. It's more my speed.
I feel that. Yeah.
I don't know. And who am I to tell you also?
Right.
What's real and what isn't. Like, dude, like we're so small, all right? When you look at the grand scope of the universe as a whole compared to us, we're just like so infinitesimally small and insignificant in the grand scheme of things. How could one evolved primate on this spinning rock of this pebble in the middle of a sea of like infinity have the audacity to say I know how this all works.
Yeah.
It is not the way you say.
You know, the weirdest thing that I noticed in the recent years is that aliens were like officially confirmed by the
Oh
American
yeah.
government, and the entirety of us just shrugged it off and were like, "Yeah, we figured as much," and it died on the vine. I was like, "Dude, it's fucking aliens, mate!"
Dude, isn't that crazy? What is that? What call? I feel like it, because if I feel like that news had happened in the 50s, there would have been a war fought over it. You know, like, I feel like, well, like,
Maybe not a war, but people would be more frantic and maybe more excited, maybe ask more questions, because you know there was like this flying saucer thing that denied physics. But yeah, people just shrugged it off. I think it's just the mass exposure to entertainment and sci-fi, and we're like, yeah, like you would need to not be sentient in order to go, yeah, we're the only ones on this fucking vast universe. Like mathematically, it's impossible.
yeah, right, yeah. Why aren't there more aliens in the Bible? Even PewDiePie debunked the alien thing. PewDiePie, that guy's still online.
Yeah, Pewds came back. He moved to Japan.
Nice.
Did you say he married an Asian girl?
No, he moved to Japan. He married an Italian woman.
Oh, gross.
Wait, I don't get it. Do we not like Italians?
No, we love them.
No
we're
Italians in
we're
there?
all in this life experiment together. You know what they say about a guy with a big nose? Small dick. No, I don't know. What do they say with a guy big schnoz?
I'm so excited.
Two Oak says the aliens was a psyop. No one confirmed shit. I thought wasn't the government talking about how all these fucking pilots and all these weird shit popping up?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
I remember that.
Yeah, all these unexplained aerial phenomenon. Some Navy pilots saw weird stuff, but that wasn't aliens. You're right. It wasn't technically aliens. It was,
Unidentified objects.
yes, it was, unidentified aerial anomalies or something. Aerial phenomenon, I think. I think they call them UAFs now, not UFOs. Anomalies doesn't equal aliens. You need way more than that. I mean, it could have been any number of things, right? It could have been some new technology. Perhaps something else. I don't know. But people said it was aliens. Unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP. Anomalies doesn't equal aliens, or their perception was just off. PewDiePie can't debunk shit, dude. That guy's half fucking retarded.
Both of you to assume it's only half.
Yeah. And what retarded country is that guy from? Finland or something?
Yeah,
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert! Uh-oh!
Dude, I gotta reward South Park.
Like I'm gonna listen to anything that asshole has to say. Unidentified aerial phenomenon. Ariel from the Little Mermaid phenomenon. Listen. Listen, I'm not saying it was 100% aliens. I am saying that PewDiePie can suck a bag of dicks. No, what was his I was trying to think what his I don't know, man. I feel like saying the whole thing was a psyop. What's the goal? All right, so if the psyops have very specific goals, what did PewDiePie say the goal of the psyop was? if it wasn't just pilots saying that they saw some crazy unidentified shit in their cockpit. I'm gonna take a stand and say Pewds probably isn't an authority on these things. He didn't call a psyop, that was me. Well then what? Well then why do you think it's a psyop? Does everybody in the chat know what a psyop is in general?
I mean, kinda, not really.
My interpretation of it is it's short for a psychological operation, generally done by the government and or, if you're a conspiracy theorist, shadow governments in order to...
The deep state.
The deep state. In order to get compliance for some agenda, right? So you think it's just a simple matter of pilots seeing UAPs in the sky or UFOs, but really it's the government trying to do insert conspiracy theory here. Whenever the US government tests new tech, people claim to see aliens. Aliens first showed up during the Cold War when the USSR and the US were trying to obfuscate their technology. Psychology warfare to fuck with your head. Basically, Dirk. John Amore Art. Here he comes.
John, hi John.
John Amore is woken
What?
up at 9 o'clock in the morning. He's starting his day.
Why?
John Amore wakes up, blanket stuck to his crotch, underwear soaked entirely. John Amore had a vicious wet dream the night before, and he needs a fresh pair of undies to start his day. John Amore likes to wake up with a cup of hot coffee. It's the only way he knows how to start his day. He's effeminate, so he adds lots of sugar and creamer to his drink. He's got quite the
Am I
sweet
just
tooth, that boy.
supposed to let this happen here? Supposed to stand and watch you do this? Sweet John Amore.
John gets visited by skinwalkers instead. If you go back and look into ancient stories, a lot of that could be aliens. The majority of UFO sightings are in developed white people majority countries. Why don't the alien visit the BIPOC people? How do we know that they don't? How do we know that they don't?
Why is it John Amore Art on voice chat?
Why don't the aliens visit people like John in the Philippines? Tell me that. How do we know that they don't? Are there not just tons of sightings?
Yeah, how can we know that John Amore doesn't have an anal probe inside of him right now? They're just waiting to be activated, like a sleeper agent.
John Amore woke up with a sore asshole yet again. The aliens have probed him one more time. John Amore's butt cheeks quiver the second the microwave goes off.
God.
A side effect from the abduction. Wait, what's that picture?
Jesus.
I'm watching.
John, sorry, there's nothing I can do, man.
I'm watching Alien streaming right now. Only one paranormal encounter per person. Most of the reported sightings are in places like the USA. I'm curious if Hispanic and like other brown nations aren't experiencing these same UFO sightings, but just attributing it to something else. Gods, perhaps.
or maybe just other regular objects, like trees or like birds or bugs.
Right. The UFO. Well, the UFO thing is a very Western thing, isn't it? John Amore and Bale Face. They've been asking me to watch Bakuman, an anime.
I'm halfway through the first season already.
An anime about a weeb who makes weeb things.
Yeah, would you? I was thinking about this. Would you simplify your experience as an artist to that much of a degree? Like, oh, I'm an artist and I just do art.
Yeah, dude.
Is that how?
Yeah, we're
is
doing
that
it.
how simplistic and lacking of nuance your whole experience as an artist is?
Yeah, it's like a One Punch Man. I'm a hero for fun.
But even so, he has depth to him and character.
Sure.
And I would reckon your own art journey has that as well.
That's why they call me Art Journey. That's why they call me. Yeah, that's me.
You are gonna say something even stupider. Come out and say.
Always. There is a tribe in Africa that worships UFOs/aliens. Are you serious, Dirk? Area 51, where the U.S. tests its new technology and just coincidentally happens to be ground zero for UFO sightings. So do you think what the pilots have been seeing, the things that, defy all logic and explanation according to these pilots, do you think that's just
It's the fucking
tech?
government, man.
I mean, it could very well be just regular ass tech.
Yeah, but if you're developing tech that can defy physics, or some high grade level of tech, I would think that you would be like, hey, we can probably implement this to help the regular guy, but nah.
Totally true. We're
We're
pausing
making
UA for a
weapons
month.
of war.
Oh shit! Wow, John's comic book is paused. Mid-dream. You
Yeah,
hearing
dude,
this?
his writer gave him such shit scripts that he got sick from them, and now he's
I gotta say, John, your writer friend, he posts some fucking questionable shit on the internet.
Nutcase, that one.
Yeah, man. I like him as a person. He posts some crazy shit on the internet. John's writer of his comic book, Justin Jordan. He writes crazy shit on. He makes crazy Facebook posts. I would say an unhealthy degree, where it's this. I know John can't say anything. This is his writer and friend, but I can. He's terminally online. That guy, and he had a fucking heart attack. So you'd imagine maybe like cool it on the fucking internet trolling and flaming. Nah. Why let that stop him? Why let a little thing like a fucking Widowmaker heart attack stop you from getting online and spouting your fucking shitty opinions, your like aggro opinions on every fucking thing? That won't lead to another fucking heart attack.
Yeah, dude, if he stopped being terminally online, he could probably take the time and learn how to write a proper beach episode.
Oh, I thought you said take the time to learn how to fucking ride a proper bike at the gym
Classic.
to lose some fucking weight so he doesn't die of a heart attack. Nah.
I don't think he's that type of person to put on that much work.
Yeah.
Man,
Time for the 1D Tran fill-in issue. Wait, what? I missed that. Yeah, John's comic book co-creator. Heart attack. Widowmaker. Mostly lethal, by the way. Not an easy thing. He's actually really fucking lucky that he was able to walk out of that hospital, man. There's a reason why they call it a Widowmaker. I think it's I think it's the main artery in your heart fucking it basically becomes useless. So most people just fucking die when it happens to them. So he's one of the very lucky few. You know what the funny thing is, man? I usually expect people to. They have that quote unquote. Yeah, they have that. They call it the come to Jesus moment, right? And it's the wake up call. And you know, listen, change is tough. Not everybody can change, or at least not easily. Sometimes it does take a swift kick in the ass for you to kind of wake up. So you'd assume a life-changing near-death experience like that would maybe knock some sense into the guy. But nah.
You assume wrong.
Nah. There's actually an upcoming episode written entirely by me. I'll let you know which. Okay, all right, I'm here for it. By the way, I don't wish ill will on this dude. I just I don't know, man. I don't understand him. That's all. I think because I can't understand him, I find it frustrating from, you know, the outside looking in. Irritating. Hey, mid dreams.
Yo.
You ever have a near death experience?
Yeah. Maybe,
yeah,
probably.
Well, that's the other thing, right? Wouldn't you love to know how many mid-dream experiences? No, how many near-death experiences you had and you didn't even know? Like you'll go to, like, how close you came without you knowing. It's like, you know, like I'd imagine, right? You die, you cross over, do you go to some holy place, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to see your bloopers reel?" And you're like, "What's that?" It's like, "Oh, it's all the times that you could have died but didn't because you did this thing where you didn't do this other thing." It's like, well, on this day, you were late for the bus. Little did you know, that bus would eventually get into a fucking horrible car accident. The seat that you were going to sit in is fucking went kaput. You know, a fucking, you know, a trailer just tore through the seat that you were going to sit in. Like, who is it? Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane has that famous story that everybody knows. Whereas he was one of the 9/11 planes. Seth MacFarlane, famous celebrity creator. He was late to his plane and he tried to get on, but they wouldn't let him board the plane. And it was, I think it was the plane that blew up over Pennsylvania. But yeah, he was meant to be on one of those.
Dude, holy hell, man.
You didn't know that?
Not at all. And also, sorry, I've gone push to talk. I'm like shaving my face. I don't want to have that on my headphone mic.
Ooh, face shaving ASMR.
Yeah, let's go. I had no idea, dude. That's magical. That's wild.
The only near-death experience was when I was about 7 years old. I was rushed to the hospital due to an asthma attack, and I was told I was blue, and I barely made it. I don't think I made it. This is all just your dream, John. Here you are thinking you're living your life. John, your whole life has been you dying slowly on that table. This whole experience that you've had, it's transpired in your head. There's no me, there's no Twitch, there's no Jad, there's no none of it. All made up. These are your last few moments, just stretched out.
John, he's lying.
You're all just neurons firing. We're neurons slowly dying, John, as your brain dies. Midream, is it working? Is he buying it?
I'm what?
We got him. We tricked him. We did it. Consider yourself tricked. You just got punked. Ashton Kutcher, come on out. Are we doing Overwatch today? You wanna? When are you free for Overwatch, bud? I know you just woke up. I don't know what's your day looking like, buddy. John Buddy Amore. If it's your dream, why are you making my life so miserable, you bastard? Hey, Midream, do you buy into the simulation theory that we're living in a simulation because there's the odds are like astronomically infinitesimal that we would actually be in the original universe that created the simulation? It's way more likely that we're just one of the many endless simulations that are stem from the first.
I've thought about it a lot. I mean, with the whole like schizodissociative thing,
Oh,
those
shit.
kind of thoughts, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. At the end of the day, after like thinking about it a lot, I think my final conclusion is like, what does it matter?
Bingo. So what if
Yeah.
it is? So what if aliens exist? So what if God exists? Doesn't change your day to day, nor should it.
Like how I think
You still
I
have
think
to do
going
your
through our
fucking laundry.
interactions- Yeah.
You know, you still got to clean out your greasy butthole like Bale does. Fucking digging in there,
Exactly.
digging the crud out of his butt cheeks, just scraping.
Yeah.
I have
so,
He
I
still
have
has
a
to scrape.
special spatula for that.
Yeah, his booty spatula. Don't ever accidentally use that on your eggs.
The butula.
I hope you choke on a balut, says Yo Jimbo. Depends on whether we're doing Sled Gang VC, which would be cool too. Up to you, buddy. I've been past it, dude. I will say, John, I've been falling asleep around like 11, 12 a.m. my time. So like 11 to 12 your time. I've been getting pretty sleepy. Did you see that experiment where light particles behave differently when observed? Yeah.
what does that mean? 'Cause,
So
like even saying light particles is saying a lot. What
it's
does that
a
mean?
string theory. So, for example, they found, you know how Einstein said that there's nothing faster than the speed of light?
Yeah,
That's
that's kind of what he said, but yeah.
Yeah, that's not technically true. And then I'm an idiot, so bear with me. But certain particles can kind of become conjoined, rather. And, God, they move in like counterclockwise unison. And you could separate them. It seems like you could separate them indefinitely, and still they will, when observed, move like counterclockwise.
So, what you're saying is quantum entanglement. Is that what you're talking
there
about?
it is. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Quantum entanglement.
Yeah.
So they
okay.
proved it. They proved quantum entanglement, and they found that you could do that over. Like they can react to each other when being observed.
It's instant, so like
Yeah.
it could be across the entire universe.
Right. Whereas light speed is not instant. It may seem like it's instant, but it's not instant. Even the very light you are witnessing right now
slow.
is not. So like if you look at a mirror and you look at yourself in the mirror, you're thinking, "Oh, this is me instantly." No. I mean, it is in like the nano, it's like 0.0 to the fucking 20th 0 seconds, but you are technically observing an image that it's moving at the speed of light, but it's this much slower than is actually what is actually being seen, because it's the light speed that's hitting your eyes. It's freaky, right? Yeah. Time for your Nobel Prize. Well, that's the thing. I think the guy who was able to prove it actually, I think, got a Nobel Prize for it recently. I think like this year. What's up, T-Man?
Well, Einstein knew about this when he was alive too. He called it spooky movement at a distance. It was like a thing. He knew it existed.
What a beast. The one I saw, light particles. The one I saw, light particles behave like waves when left alone, but like particles when observed, suggesting weirdly that they are aware of being observed. Later, Bale.
Night, Belle. Love you.
Yes. But John, quantum entanglement, same thing. Those particles have to be observed in order for them to do their thing, which is also, what the fuck, man? But it's string theory is also the whole reason why the fucking dead cat thing works. What's up, Giant Blitz? Yeah, Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah, Schrodinger.
It's because of like the observer aspect of it that Schrodinger's cat does the damn thing. Because according to string theory, that cat is both alive and dead simultaneously because of the issue with the observer in regards to particles. Why? Why? It's crazy.
It's weird as shit.
It is weird as shit. I am hydrating right now, Josh the Ging. Hi. Hey, Giant Blitz. I love thinking about this stuff. It gives me a headache, man. But after coffee, John Moore wakes up and sips his coffee slowly. He sips his yummy coffee because he himself is yummy. John Moore. Hey, John Moore, do they do shitty, weird political commercials on your television stations as well? For example, I was at the doctor's office the other day and it was, you know, Zach so-and-so wants to place more guns in your schools. And then you see like a kid, you know, with an AK-47 march down the hallway of the school, you know. You know, and then it's then the counter, you know, then, you know, because he's conservative, and the conservative one against the Republicans, like, such and such, she wants trans people, you know, teaching your kids.
It sounds like a South Park ad, dude. Like a South Park character.
But that's how they do it, man.
Yeah.
Mike's been getting New York government ads. It's true, I have. These are the ones I'm talking about, dude. It's the gubernatorial election time, so it's all that. It's just back and forth, back and forth. You know, the liberal. She wants criminals out on the streets. You know, chasing your children. Do you want that? You know, picture of a kid like getting choked out by a criminal. Hey, imagine Bale. Sorry. Austin Dennis Jacobson.
Yo.
Imagine if they got dirty with the ads.
Oh, yo, dude, did you see that politician who put out a porn video?
Heard about him. Heard about the porno guy. That was real?
It's kind of, yeah, dude, I watched it.
How was it? Twas good? Twas enjoyable?
So he's not an artist with his camera work, you know?
Yeah.
It's really just like a guy with like a sex worker, essentially. And that's whatever that looks like in your head for a camera placed in the corner, that's exactly what it is.
Sounds like Trump's America to me. Sign me up.
Swing!
Pretty chill.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty chill, dude. I'm down. I thought it was cool.
New York City State actually has a competitive race, so lots of ads. Dude, it would be dude, how crazy would it be if New York went full repub for the governor's race? For those of you who don't know, here in America, New York is a very liberal state because of New York City. It's like hyper liberal. But the governor is a fucking asshole, and she sucks, and she's a Dem.
The governor of what?
The governor of New York City and New York State.
What's her name?
Kathy Hochul, I believe. I call her Kathy Hokum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know shit about politics, dude.
Yeah, I'm really glad you don't, dude. I barely know. I only know. Listen, it's you know, you live in New York City, so these things, they get crammed down your fucking throat whether you want them or not.
Dude, I heard people talking about them recently, and I didn't say anything because you know where it was. I think it was a work-related thing, so I was like, yeah, I'm not saying fucking shit. But it just sounded like they were talking about
sports.
About like reality TV. And like Rebecca doesn't like Brad anymore. It It was exactly that, dude. Nuts.
Fuck that, man. Well, I don't watch reality TV. I'm not that kind of guy.
So silly. I mean, I guess it's hitting the same kind of like nerve in their in their brain. You know, it's like it gives some form of satisfaction. You know, that is other than our safety and protection and well-being as a nation.
Right.
Like that's the good reason.
Kathy Hochul has got a smelly vagina. People say they could smell her vagina through her pants when she walks into the office. Is that the kind of governor you want teaching your children? Governor Hochul once got caught spitting on a Mexican maid. Is that who you want governing your state?
I fucking love that, dude.
What?
Is he spitting on a Mexican maid? Oh my god.
Kathy Hochul once went to the bathroom, didn't wash her hands, and then proceeded to fondle children at an elementary school. Is she right for our state?
Wait, so what's she fucking up? What's she lame?
Dude, I don't know anything about this woman.
Even better, dude.
It's tight right now, says Two Oak. Oh, I bet it is. It's tight as your butthole. Wait, Two Oak, how do you know about the race? How do you know about the New York State gubernatorial race? Also, by the way, can we talk about how much gubernatorial sucks as a word?
What does that mean? Gubernatorial?
Because governatorial isn't a word. It's gubernatorial. G-U-B. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Ugh, I hate having to say it, goob. How do you go from gov to goob?
It's not like governmental.
It should be.
It's not a thing.
She's anti-Twitch? I mean, who isn't? I'm anti-Twitch and I'm here.
Anti-Twitch, yeah.
Dude, anti-Twitch, I'm voting for her now. I don't care how many maids she spit on.
Mike, what's the donation goal to get you to do a spot at an open mic stand-up comedy thing?
No fucking way, dude. No
there's
way.
a way. Let's say it's $1 billion. You're fucking doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure. I'd do damn near anything for that.
Let's say $1 million. You're doing it.
I'd do it. You're right, I would.
Right? Okay. So let's say,
No, I'd
$200,000.
lowest, probably
You're doing it.
Probably like 5 to 10K lowest. Anything lower than that, that's a no.
I call bullshit, dude.
Yeah, no way, dude.
$2,500 is sitting there and waiting, and you can't touch it until you do it. $2,500.
No.
Sitting there and waiting.
How long? How long we talking about on stage?
Let's say it's a 5 minute.
A tight 5 for 25? Yeah. I'd do it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He did stand up sort of for Indy's dating show. We lost the video. Should have saved that. That was some good lines on my part, I thought. But you know what? That's ad-libbing. Ad-libbing is fine. My entire show is ad-libbing. I mean, just me goofing off with you and goofing off with Matt and goofing off with Eric. That's just palling around with the boys. The art of stand-up is like, to me, that's sacred ground. You know.
It is.
You know, to get up there, you know, you have to write those fucking jokes, or you have to be naturally like funny, like a Chris Farley type, or you know, like we're sitting down and writing jokes and rewriting the jokes and then practicing delivery, and then in order to actually be really good at it, you know, you have to practice, dude. Like, dude, they say stand-up. Most stand-up comedians will tell you that it takes 10 years of grinding and grinding and grinding, doing spot after spot after spot, honing your craft, getting on stage, eating shit, listening to your set, listening to yourself. Imagine, dude, you do like a night full of 15-minute sets and you just it's crickets, dude. You just eat a fucking fat bag of shit, and then in order to get better, you gotta sit at home and then you gotta listen to those sets, listen to those no laughs, and figure out what the fuck went wrong to try to dude, for 10 years in order to get like good on stage. God damn, man. I've got nothing but I truly it's one of those professions where I am in awe. To this day, I'm in awe of good professional stand-up comics. They even more than musicians. Don't get me wrong. I have a love of music and musicians. It does seem almost magical and ethereal to me. But to be able to pick up a microphone and just your voice and people connect with them, elicit a specific emotion out of them for like an hour or so. And you could do it to the size of like a 60,000 person stadium if you're good enough for it, like a Dave Chappelle. Yeah, God, isn't that fucking crazy? Like, hey, I'm going to stand up on the stage and I'm going to through my words alone, through no action but, and I'm going to make you feel joy, delight. I'm going to make you forget about bad shit for a moment. That's so fucking cool. That's so badass, man. It's fucking yeah, and it's positive emotion too, right? It's like it's kind of beautiful in that way. I think you maybe even take it for granted. It's like they're up there for whatever reason they may have to be up there, but they are eliciting joy to strangers. That's cool. That's fucking cool. Let's see. I just saw this again. What is this? What's that? Mike doing stand-up is now also known as a cancel speedrun. Tell Austin I slid into his DMs.
Good.
Chris Harrison routine was good. Michael has several variations on comparing porn acting to Meryl Streep level. How dare you? John's posting this YouTube video.
Thing that's different about a verbal vacation.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is that? Awaken Akira. Hang on, I'm watching an ad.
What the fuck is this?
Ooh, I forgot about this video. I haven't seen this video in forever. Is this Makaj did this? No, it's Ash Thorpe. No Makaj, I don't think, on this one. Dude, Austin, you watching?
Wait, yeah, I'm watching on my phone. What the? Oh my gosh, what is this?
Right? Incredible.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, it's like a teaser trailer for something that never happened. But hot damn, wouldn't it be awesome? Good callback, good throwback, John. Haven't thought about that in forever, and it still holds up. How many years ago was this released? It was released 4 years ago.
Dude,
shit.
This was beautiful.
Beautiful. Hey, John, what do you think about my goofy comic book panels? And again, they don't really mean anything. John, I'm just blindly practicing just panel layouts and just camera
John,
shit.
thank you for sending that. Thank you, John.
I think they're fun.
That shit was amazing.
We should do more. Yeah, maybe next week I'll start doing like prompts, you know, be like you know, name a scene or rather name a camera angle or name a shot, right? So maybe John, you'd be like establishing shot of, you know, exterior, or you know, maybe like John says maybe we'll do like a John, give me a word salad, and John will be like chainsaw, clown, orgy, none. Because those are exactly what he'd go for, knowing John, that little rascal. Ooh, that rascal. Do you think John gets called rascal on a daily basis in the Philippines? I bet he does, dude. I bet he does.
Maybe. It's possible.
I don't think I've ever. I think before today, I don't think I've ever referred to an adult man as a little rascal.
It's really funny.
It's really silly. It's a really. Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, Micah. Micah Buzan Animation. Otomo announced in 2019 that he was working with Sunrise Studio to produce a full Akira anime series. He said it would more closely resemble the manga than the original film version. Unfortunately, not a word about the project since it said, "Oh, damn it, Micah."
Yeah, it's been passed around for a while, man.
So, Mike, you said something recently that made me want to draw it. What'd I say? What stupid asinine thing came out of fumbled out of my open mouth hole? God, man, dude, sometimes I'm on stream and I'm just running my mouth, just no filter, just stream of consciousness, you know. And then 2Oak will post a clip or somebody will reference something that I said on stream, and I'll have zero recollection. It's like this stream
in the zone.
It's like this stream takes place in a fever dream. Like, and when I shut the camera off, I wake up. You know, it's like I black out. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you are a little more introverted in real life than you are on stream. I think that's for sure.
Yeah,
or,
no,
like, do you agree with that? I guess
I'm a shy fellow, generally speaking. Like, if you see me in person, I'm quiet and to myself for the most part.
Dude, I've never been to New York. I would love to go to New York.
Please.
I don't know who else I know in New York. I gotta figure out, like plan that shit, you know?
The thing you described that happened to you with the charcoal force feeding made you vomit. That whole ordeal feels like a Vertigo comic, not to be exploitive. No. Dude, that's a fucking dope scene. You guys ever look at the art from that creator Mako Vice? His work it's definitely heavily manga influenced. I actually did a lot of his Inktober Inktober prompts. Or I mean a lot for me. Here, let me see. Let me make sure there's no titties. But it's gory. It's visceral. Let me shut up and show you. Here, I'm pulling it up on stream now, in case anybody wants to look. Look at this. It's horror inspired, but look at this, man. It almost looks like he's drawing these nightmares. Right? Look at like these beautiful poetic nightmares. And sometimes it's very cutesy, like this piece, for example. It's cutesy, and then you take a closer look. You're like, oh no, it's also horrible. You know, there's just in these singular images that tells you so much. There's so much
What's
story
this guy's
happening. Mako Vice. Mako Vice. Yeah, beautiful work. I love his stuff. So John, you mentioning my experience overdosing. Dude, if I were to draw that scene in a style, I would draw it like this. I would make it like visceral, the way, like, all right, so like you see the way it looks like she's puking out her own eyeballs. Like that's the intensity in which I would draw it. Like, look at this, dude. Look at this lady bringing up a pen to her eye. God, doesn't that make you feel fucking uncomfortable, man? Look at this. This girl's, her fingers are her teeth. Crazy. Look, this girl's using her headphones, except her ears are actually, like, the parts of her head are actually on the headphone. It's like the concept, man. The concept is wild. What he's able to pull off. It's like, where does he even think of this shit, dude? Like, fingers as teeth? I've never seen that. Some of the stuff you've probably seen before.
Yeah, these are cool.
Let's see. That balut-eating rascal who draws and runs the orphanage. Would you ever draw your OD experience? I wouldn't be opposed to drawing it. I wouldn't be opposed to drawing
Your
it.
Oni experience?
No,
Excuse me?
no. Full disclosure, John. The reason why I remember the charcoal thing is because like that's like, I just got there was a couple of glimpses, man. I remember like blacking out, waking up in a car, driving to the hospital, hazy, and then coming to again in the gurney, puking up the charcoal stuff with whatever the fuck else was in my stomach. Being fed the charcoal stuff. So it's like, I'll be honest, those are just everything else in between that is gaps, just big gaps. Because clearly I had a lot of shit in my system. So, I mean, yeah, I wrote it down. I wrote it down in a journal many years ago. And I haven't had the guts to read it again in years.
And this is your experience?
Mm-hmm. Because I thought I want to, in case, I think I knew that day that I was quitting that trip. Or no, did I know? No, fuck, that's right. Because I ended up back in the hospital a few weeks later, but it's because I thought maybe I was ODing again, but I clearly wasn't. I just had way too much to drink and way too much other substances, and I was having a full-blown panic attack, and I'd never had a panic attack before, and I didn't know what was happening. I just knew my heart was racing. So I went to the hospital, and they sent me to the psych ward instead, or the psychiatric area of the hospital. And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck is this? Where's all the craziness, right? Because it went from like being like, you know, people who were, you know, in dire need of emergency medical service to kind of like more tame, like waiting outside a waiting room of a, you know, psychiatrist. And then I went in there and they prescribed me, I think it was Ativan, if I remember correctly. And the doctor was pretty straightforward. It's like, dude, you have to stop doing this shit. Because he said it in not so uncertain, he didn't mince his words, and he said, you are drug abusing yourself to a disorder, basically. Like all this stuff is clearly taking a toll on your mental health, and if you continue to do so, it is only going to get worse. And I think it was after that. I think that was it. That coming to that realization, that paired with the other hospitalization, that woke me up. But after that first trip, that set me off on my journey, I think, to sobriety. That was like the first wake up call. I needed two because of course I did. That set me off on the journey, and then I remember that day writing the story down for future me, and I think I knew, perhaps not even consciously, but perhaps subconsciously, I knew that maybe in the future I would need a reminder. You know, I thought maybe I might forget about that day. You know, like, listen, you forget all kinds of things, right? And then even memories of horrible things, they don't always fade away. Some do. The horrible ones stick around, but they dull with time. You know, they're never as visceral as they were the day of. And I thought maybe if I had this written reminder, I could go back, and if I needed to see how, you know, kind of like a break glass in case of emergency, if I needed to get a POV, very crystal clear, as best I could, recollection of that time, it would snap me out of any like future trouble. Luckily, I have yet to get to that point where I've had to break that glass and pick up that book and give it a read. Ooh, oh shit, it's 10 o'clock. Well, Alexa, smart plug on.
Okay,
There it is. Now it's daylight again.
this might answer your question. For
Alexa,
New York.
stop. All right, I am going to take off on that rather somber note. Don't worry about me. I've been sober too many years now, and all I drink is Pepsi or Coke Zero when I've got the time. I'll be back. Maybe I'll play Overwatch with you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll be back Monday, and I'll be posting my normal content as per usual. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for being awesome. John Moore, thank you. Yoji, thank you. Tuwok, thank you. Micah Buzan, thank you. I'll see y'all in the Discord. And if not, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.